Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Proper Villains Live. My name, of course, is Antoine, and as always, I have my co-host with me across the way at the keyboard, the man with the plan, the one who knows how to QWERTY is not a real word. Zell, how are you doing, Zell?
Doing amazing. There is not a USB 2.2. It just goes to 3.0. We are making progress. I'll keep you updated.
That's very good to know. Have you found out how DOS works yet?
I think you need to ask Lo-Fi about German. I'll get on it, like one step at a time.
Okay, all right, we'll go from there. And as always, on my left, the 450-pound berserker orc, 9-foot tall Brockus. How are you doing?
I heard about cockroach milk and I want to murder everything.
Sounds about right. So we have cockroach milk, we have a penis facial, and a blood facial that are becoming popular. Does anybody else want just a reset on the world?
Well, can we acknowledge the fact that Zell is learning, and that's a good thing?
That is a good thing. It's kind of scary, actually.
Yeah.
What's going on?
You're learning, and it's good. We like that.
And as always, on my right, the right hand of the demon, the beautiful, the aloof, Lo-Fi. How are you doing, sweetness?
It's a Glock.
I don't think you guys understand what like a thesis is.
Oh, God.
Oh, we got a Gluck and Day in here.
Wow, Day showed up just as a Gluck decided to show up too. That's
Yeah, I know.
What do you have to say to Day, Gluck?
I do have way more college education than you, man.
That's rude.
Gluck,
Very rude.
You can't be rude to our guests, man. I'm sorry. That's not fair.
More college education than who?
He was saying than you, but it's okay. It's okay, Day.
That's a big assumption.
We're
But
all dumber than
probably,
a Gluck. We're all
I
dumber
only
than a
get an
Gluck.
associate.
So come up my ass again, Zell.
Later. We're on a show right now, sir. Ridiculous.
Hey, are you drinking Newcastle?
Yes.
I love that beer.
All right, and
good.
since she has jumped into the hangout, I'd like to introduce our guest for right now. We do have another one joining at 5 o'clock. Day from Day is Dead. How are you doing?
Good. Pretty good. Still getting myself organized. I want to tweet out the link and stuff, but I'm doing all right. Thanks for having me on.
Well, thanks for coming on. So, real quick, we do this thing where we talk about our week, and I want Zell to talk about what the hell is going on with a Gluck and why he's so angry at you and wants you to come up his ass.
Did he yell at me again?
Well, he did before we did the introduction and everything.
A Glock has something to say to you, so.
What's up, buddy?
You're an idiot. This person's an idiot.
Okay, all right. Get him off the show. He's kicked.
I'm sorry, I kick him now. He's gone.
Okay,
Fuck.
yeah.
Such an asshole.
I'm so mad now.
Well, why are you mad at a Gluck? What happened?
He just comes on the show. He talks about coming up butts and MBAs. Very rude. Very rude. Learn some etiquette, you know.
I mean, okay. Anything else? I mean, anything else that happened that you might want to talk? I mean, I heard it didn't happen, but I heard that there was supposed to be something happening last night on the cunt stream that didn't happen.
Mr. Moonface got a little upset that I was retweeting, quote tweeting some of his cringy invites out to bigger YouTubers. I thought it was funny, and I was having a little tease. And he apparently wanted blood sports out of it. So he said anytime, any place. I arranged for last night. And then magically, he had his own stream at the same time that he was supposed to be stepping in the gay-ass ring with me.
The gay-ass ring.
Well, yeah, it's like after the whole Bloodsport fallout and stuff, you know, and there's still blood sports to be had, but it's like that's sort of a cringy term to be throwing around so lightly, and it just felt stupid. But I even told Mr. Schmeckel that was gay, and he's like, yeah, I know that's gay. I still want to see it. And I'm like, yeah, I agree too.
Yeah, it gets people in. If you put blood sports in the title, it means something.
Speaking of the Kumite, did you all hear that it moved over to Vamp Candy's stream now?
Yes.
I
Yes,
didn't
I
just
did.
hear about it. I listened to it, and I have to say, after the first couple episodes, I am bored. It's not engaging me, man.
No, it is fucking boring.
Well,
Question.
Maybe it'll get there. Maybe it just needs to pick up steam.
Question.
Well,
What is etiquette?
what is etiquette?
Yes.
What is a ticket?
Like the actual definition of etiquette?
No,
Oh, no, you have Google.
Etiquette means a ticket?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I know what that is.
Oh.
What is a ticket?
Etiquette is what you are just completely comprised of, Brockus. You're a glowing example.
Stop.
Etiquette
Oh,
means
okay.
orc?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's full of semen because all of
Etiquette means being on a stream with your best buddy who's living with your ex, and you don't try and kill him.
It's the code of
being a good
behavior
boy.
that
I have
PD
none of
makes
those things. I'm constantly
Okay.
trying to kill you.
Etiquette is
You're
the
doing a piss
customary
ass job of it then.
guys. Etiquette is the customary
I
code of
thought that was
polite
a glug
behavior.
for a second.
The customary code of polite behavior in society among members of a particular profession or group. Why are you asking?
Okay, well, here's the thing. I didn't know what etiquette was, orc. And Gem Max is saying it is a dessert. So I'm going to go with Gem Max's definition.
That's how it works.
Because
Just
you are
take your
always
own-
hungry.
Yes.
Day, I forgot to mention, Day, anytime I send you a link or anytime I send Roy a link, I just assume you can invite Roy if you want. I mean, he's in the chat. He might be a little lonely. I don't know.
I don't know. I'll send it to him if he wants to come on, but he's real tired today because he did MDMA last night for the first time.
No worries.
Oh.
But how are you
sound like
doing?
a
How are you doing
interesting
though, Day?
story.
How are you doing?
Doing all right. Roy was here for like 3 weeks, and he just left the other day, so that's a bit sad. But I'm going to go out there soon, so it's all good.
Are you making a move out there, or what's going on again?
It's not an official move. I'm going for like 3 months. Actually,
wow.
I'm going to be like flying to California in the middle of it. So I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just going over there for a long time is what I know. But I got to get visa shit figured out if I'm going to do anything more than just like long-term vacations, really. Visas suck. Don't date somebody in another country.
I tried that. It's not fun.
It's terrible. It's like, oh shit, we're in love. We don't get to spend any time together.
Yeah, I haven't done a long distance relationship in a while.
Yeah, I've had a few. Like my first online relationship was when I was like 16, 17, and the guy was in California and I'm in Massachusetts. So
Yeah. Yes,
fun.
Clausen says, say no to California. It's a terrible place. I agree.
yeah, I have family there, so we gotta visit them though.
Ew. Don't come.
Cousins in LA, which is really, really quite. I used to like it a lot, LA, when I was little, because I kind of glorified it in my mind. But it's really just a bunch of pavement and nothing else besides loneliness and missed opportunities.
And shitty ass people.
Yeah. It bothers me. I hope my cousin doesn't ever watch this because I'm going to say something. But she grew up out here and moved out there when she was about 12 or whatever. And it takes a while for me to break her out of that LA attitude every time I talk to her. And she always says I'm the only one she can talk to like a real person. And I think it's because everybody else she knows is from LA. And it's just this weird personality out there that's like, you got to break it down before you can actually talk to somebody like a real human.
Now, before we get too far, I do want to bring something up because she is in need of some help. Lo-Fi, would you mind telling everyone what your situation is so I can then
I live
help
in
you out?
Denmark. I need help to flee.
All right, I will do it then. Lo-Fi is having some financial trouble, just like I was. Now, we don't want Lo-Fi to be homeless, so I have promised her any Streamlabs or any Super Chats that get given to us are going directly to her. So you would be helping her out if you donate.
Go donate.
Oh, no, I need food. I can't afford to live. I already can't pay my bills for this month. Almost I can because of donations.
So we're trying to make sure that she doesn't go homeless, just like everyone made sure that I didn't go homeless. And I once again thank everyone. So, Day, this is the first time I've actually talked to you.
I think so.
What is it that you do?
Nothing. I'm disabled, and I sit in my house and I play video games. And I do YouTube videos sometimes. I mostly just go on streams.
Oh,
But it's not very interesting.
That could have gotten dark, but you explained it very well while keeping a light bend to it.
Yeah. Well, my life's about to get more interesting because I'm going to be with Roy and Lacey all the time, so that should be fun. We should be doing a lot more videos. I haven't really had anything to film with since living here, and so I'm going to be able to get more videos out and actually start putting out real content instead of a bunch of shitty ass live streams on my channel now. But I like doing live streams, so they're pretty good.
live streams are fun. They are fun.
No.
What's
that? Garbage disposal?
No,
Laundry machine?
that's the washer in my garage.
I knew it was either garbage disposal or a washing machine.
It's better than the
you better
dogs that
stay
you
in that
usually
garage.
have. Sparky in the chat wants me to bring up something about between you and Opal, Brockus.
What?
Apparently you're her new daddy.
You heard daddy?
Ooh.
Daddy.
All right, let's call the FBI.
That's so
Daddy.
Yeah, call the FBI. I'm gonna go check.
All right, man. It was a good time having you as a co-host. We'll see you later.
Yeah, I'm gonna go butt rape a bunch of inmates.
Stop. You can't do that. Your dick is not big enough. You have to be able to penetrate to butt rape.
I'm sorry, but if women can rape
Yeah, you don't have
women
a
with
good ass either,
other
so what are you gonna
objects,
be
then I
used
can
for?
do it too. I'm gonna break a broomstick and then use
Women can do what they want. You can't keep women down. If women want to pretend they're raping by robbing clit, then they're raping.
Lo-fi, Mr. LM002 would like to know specifically how much do you need to pay for your bills for this month?
Okay, let's see.
Oh, that's right. We were supposed to do an article that we didn't do on Sunday. Unfortunately, because we're not using OBS, we cannot do the Luciferian article because we don't have a way to play the sound.
I forgot. I'm sorry. Do we want to start OBS and just leave me awake?
No, I don't want to. I don't want to keep you awake.
Wait, why can't we screen share?
Well, because we can't. I
It's
can
because-
screen share the article, but there's a video, and they won't be able to hear the video. Now,
If everybody just mutes themselves and you turn up the volume real loud, I've ghetto broadcasted videos before.
Yeah.
Everybody mute themselves, you turn up the volume real loud on your external speakers, and everybody.
I have an idea. That's from that day. That's brilliant. What if I just play audio from my phone?
Yeah. Well, if it lines up with the video.
There's no
Oh,
video.
no.
It's just audio.
Oh, okay. Then that would be fine, I would think.
yes, Mr. LM002, 360 USD.
Jesus, Mr. LM, we should have gone with him with my PayPal idea.
We can do that.
I only take Ugandan wooden dollars.
I think it's going to cost a little bit more than 360 Ugandan wooden dollars, Lo-Fi.
I don't know what Ugandan dollars.
Lo-Fi knows QA.
I want to answer somebody's question in the chat, if that's all right.
Yes.
They said they asked how I'm disabled. Real quick, I got Lyme disease like 10 years ago. Apparently, they couldn't find it till it went into my spinal cord, and I got this thing called transverse myelitis, which is just fancy ways of saying your spinal cord's inflamed, and so I can't walk right. Kind of waddly and limpy, and I walk with a cane. And then after that, I got lupus, so it's fun. So that's how I'm disabled. And also somebody else asked something. I forget what it was.
They asked
is
who the redhead was.
Brockus and Opal a real thing, or is it a joke? Is it a joke or a real thing?
No, it's a real
It's a
thing.
real thing.
It's a real thing.
Legit?
Yeah,
like,
legit.
it's legit, totally.
As far as I
Yes,
remember,
totally.
Schmeckel is going to pay for Opal to come out and rock Brockus's world.
She bringing her baby.
It's getting a little. He's
I
making me a
don't
little
know.
uncomfortable. He's doing that a lot lately. He's got Miss Misa and he's whoring her out. He's got Opal whoring her out. Like
Hey,
Dude,
can you
even
pay for my
I-
plane ticket?
it's almost getting to that point where I gotta I'm gonna silently disavow, but
No,
still be his friend.
Even Schmeckel in a hangout off air was just like, I think I accidentally became a pimp, and it's making me feel weird.
Yeah, a little bit.
Accidentally, my ass. He did it on purpose.
So, King's Knight apparently tried to send a super chat from his phone, but it didn't work. So it basically said, Brockus, I have a bag of dicks. If you want them, take them.
Now you have to eat them. King, you have to accept the presents we give you. You piece of shit.
We sent. Okay, so I went to Ruin Days, and I sent King's Knight an actual bag of gummy dicks because he decided to text Lo-Fi in the middle of her night and wake her up to ask some silly questions. So,
Oh, there's your daughter. There she is, Brockus.
so
Let us know how jail feels.
the
No.
note that went with it said, "Learn to time zone," and then it said, "I tried to get them to make gummy dicks equal to your size, and this is the best they got. Enjoy."
He opened it in front of his kids.
He did. And his wife apparently thought it was hilarious.
And his kids are scarred for life.
Who wouldn't have found
Okay,
that
so
hilarious?
this-
Shit.
Okay, so people are asking, why is MGTOW in the title? Because we are going to be talking to a MGTOW later on. Day, do you know anything about MGTOW?
I know about MGTOW. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Tell us all you know, Day.
So,
Tell us everything. What do you know?
Everything. All the things, Day.
Where are the drugs?
Yeah.
Let us sponge on your brain.
Yeah. Well, short synopsis, if you're really asking, which I know, but it's guys who probably have some traumatic experiences dating women, decide to give up on them and go their own way because fuck them, the bitches, and just want other stuff besides love. And nobody can love them because women are not allowed to love them. No. The end. That's MGTOW in a nutshell.
if my example when I first started talking about someone like Sandman was that MGTOW was the antithesis of feminism. Like and I'm not talking about normal feminism. I'm talking about the hardcore leftists that are like, that want nothing to do with men. Men are evil. They want men to die. It's MGTOW's kind of
True, they need to die. Yeah.
exact opposite, but equal in that sense.
I think it's just the fact that they're both kind of extremists.
Yes.
Yeah, they're not exactly the same. They don't exactly exist on different sides of the same pole. Like they don't.
So what's going to happen is we are having a MGTOW come on around 5:00,
Yay!
and he's going to explain the different versions of MGTOW. because
He's going to
apparently-
explain today in Lo-Fi how they're evil for not wanting to date him.
I've talked to that guy. That's true. I would never date that guy. Jesus fuck.
So we're going to talk to him about MGTOW.
It's a little sad. He's not one of the MGTOWs that think that we excrete mind control from our vagina.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
No,
Yeah,
that's Sandman. Yes, yes, corpulence has become kind of a joke around here.
You know what? I just got in DMs. Someone wrote me, I drew a cyclops, and I want to screenshot, but I'm sure your stream will get set down. I took my job from me. I drew a cyclops. Can I see? It's a giant dick with feet and an eye in the pee hole, and it's way too well drawn, and it makes me nervous.
It's
Little bit horny.
it's so well
Making you
drawn
nervous.
that it'll take down the stream.
Yes.
That's fucked up.
Roy,
Put it in the side
you
chat.
got your wrench. Be quiet.
He's got it. Everyone, let's all complain until I get a wrench.
You got it already. Jesus.
All right, so what are we talking about?
Well, You
So
suggested Deus
if I
Ex.
can
want-
show you on the screen too, if you can
There we go.
put me up for a second and look at this deck.
That's a very detailed. What the hell? It's a,
That's
oh
a
my god! It's got
Cyclops.
arms. It's got arms.
Yeah, it does. And look at its feet.
I don't think that'll take down the stream. That's like creature-like enough.
Yeah, I hope so. We'll find out
Look-
now.
Wow.
It looks like it should be
Wow.
fighting Godzilla.
Oh my god,
And we
it's the
kicked
mortal.
off YouTube.
No, it's gonna fight Coxzilla. It's the mortal enemy of my monster. Oh, that's perfect. Thanks for that. I love it.
Coxthra.
She actually sold mugs with Coxzilla on it. She sold
So-
a few of them.
So is that Coxthra?
Coxzilla.
Yeah, that's Coxzilla. Oh my god, it needs wings and fly. Oh fuck, that's awesome. It's Bio-Cocton.
Roy, you can get a special wrench, but it requires you to become a subscriber, and it requires you to become a sponsor.
Are there really special wrenches for that?
No, he gets a badge.
I think he's teasing. He knows how it works.
Yeah, never listen to Roy.
Little big baby.
I'd
Oh,
like to
I thought Roy out of everyone would be the most excited about the Kumite return, seeing as how it's the second episode in, and in both episodes you have his favorite, Ian.
Miles Chong. Ta-da!
Is he going to be like an official co-host of that new Kumite, or
But was Ian vaping in both episodes?
sure, why not?
Me and Roy vape, but that's not.
Sure, why not?
I don't need to see it. I just need to. Yeah, he's vaping. I love Ian. I do love Ian, but like I know Roy loves Ian more.
He loves him. We all love him. He's a great, genuine guy. That he and Miles Chong.
See,
I feel
now
like
I'm,
that's a
now
lot.
I'm curious because
All I can hear is the washing machine now.
what did Asian man do?
I don't know. He just doesn't seem legit. He seems like he comes on and puts on a show. And he's just, I don't know. He's pretentious. At least it seems that way. I could be wrong. I'm sure if I met him in real life, he'd be a really nice guy.
Done.
And he seems like a really nice guy. He just seems like he's trying to be too
Is
nice.
your mother out?
Kind of like Bunty.
So he's dead. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know. He just doesn't do it for me. I don't find him entertaining as well. Like, besides all that, I just don't find him interesting or funny.
I got a $400 donation from Mr. LM002. Looks like you
Yes.
got another month to sort out how you're going to pay your next month's bill. I fucking love you, guy.
Yes.
Jesus, fuck.
Thank you, Mr. LMW2. You are awesome.
Maybe
I'm
I
gonna
should
send-
start shilling out
Okay.
my fucking
I'm
PayPal.
gonna send you
Jesus.
loots now as thank you.
Yeah, if you give me money, I will send you Zell's loots.
Okay, I'm sending my forwarding at least 50 of my dollars because I still need that butt pick there. So
Oh Christ!
you
Uh,
fucking promised me.
You can't escape these deals you make, you fucking idiot.
You still owe her your underwear.
You fuck!
From the very first episode we were on, you still owe her your underwear.
Me and Sal has the worst long distance relationship.
She has your keys, you fuck!
I was like waiting for you to go to that one.
You know what? I haven't actually watched the new Red Letter Media solo review, but I'm probably gonna watch
Oh.
that right after this because
It's-
again, I don't fucking
it's
care
pretty-
about spoilers.
It's pretty good.
It's
It
great,
is-
man.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
great,
good.
man.
It's a good.
Antoine, have you seen anything about Solo?
That it's the lowest earning Star Wars movie in the history of Star Wars. That Lando Calrissian is pansexual. That there is a droid that is talking about droid lives matter. And Kathleen Kennedy is a bitch.
Yes.
Apparently, the reason it sucks is not because of those parts. And it apparently doesn't suck. It's apparently decent fun.
No, I heard it's decent boring.
Oh yeah, that's also a part. So decent boring or decent fun. It's a little bit.
The most I've heard is that it is greatly mediocre. which is horrible for a movie. We've
It's
already
not
talked
what
about
you want from a Star Wars movie.
Matt Jarbo enjoyed it, and I have to go to VidCon to beat him with a dildo.
Matt, the most boring guy.
I will
that
hunt him
is
down,
the
and
most
I will
boring
fucking
movie.
beat him.
That fit. Oh, that's why he's so mundane. A mundane movie just excites him.
Exactly. I have to hunt him down and beat him for the good of mankind.
For the
Antoine, I
greater
need to
good.
borrow your big ass dildo.
We're clipping that and going to the
I
authorities.
don't have a big ass dildo. You need to talk to Zell.
I have a big
Or
ass dildo.
Opal.
No, I have a big ass.
Yeah,
I
he
have a
does.
dildo.
Blair White say that Monday Matt smelled like a foot.
Well, I mean, Monday Matt said she was plastic, so there you go.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
man.
she said her rebuttal was he looks and smells like a foot or something, which is tickled
I'd
me a
rather
little bit.
look like plastic than smell like a
Okay,
foot.
Sparky's saying he also likes Solo. Sparky, we're gonna fight too.
See, I don't. I don't know. I
you
like
seen it
Sparky,
already,
but I'm not
Sparky?
sure. I like his strain of thought.
Yeah, no.
Half the time, I don't know what he's saying anyway. So maybe I don't know what he's writing right now.
Brockus,
Look,
have you
guys,
seen it already?
it's very
I haven't seen it.
simple. It's very simple. You can cry and whine about it all you want, but if you think anyone but Harrison Ford is Han Solo and can be Han Solo and can be respected as Han Solo, then you're not a Star Wars fan.
See,
Fuck off.
See, Opal liked Solo. That's how you know it's a bad
Okay,
movie.
yeah,
Oh my
that's
God,
how
no.
you know.
He likes pony shit.
Yeah.
That's
Way too much. A
He
favorite
doesn't even know
ponies.
what she was watching.
Favorite ponies. William Shatner.
Opal could prepare a peach and it would somehow have bacon grease on it.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah,
Opal,
she would-
where'd you get these peaches from?
He would post a picture on Twitter saying, "Is this supposed to come out of my peach?" And it's just some thick, greasy shit, and she has butter on it.
Not
Why
to
does Opal do the things she does?
not
I
to
love her.
mention
She's a
the
beautiful
green
tiny
coffee.
thing.
The green and blue coffee is
Teal coffee. Yeah, no, the egg guy.
Yeah. Why bother? What's the point? Besides to poop out weird colored shit. Literally.
this is Opal we're talking about.
Oh my
I
god, that's
know.
actually a good question. Opal, did that make you poop weird colors?
It's gotta.
Why, Brockus?
What?
I understand you're her daddy, but you don't need to know these things about her.
You need to calm the fuck
No,
down
you-
on that shit.
You'll see it, Marcus, when you change her diaper. So don't worry.
Opal,
I'm not
all
gonna
jokes
change that. She's not that young, you sick fucks.
Opal, oh my god. Opal, all jokes aside, in reality, run, Opal, run.
I'm
I
a
mean,
terrible boy. Don't
does
do it.
Schmeckel knows that he is transporting an underage person across state lines to have sex with someone, right?
She's not underage.
Okay, now we're getting taken down.
Glitter poop.
No, she's like 21, almost 22 or whatever.
Roy, I am not going into detail about
No.
something like that.
No, we're not having Opal join. Opal,
Tell us what you do to over the bed. No,
Opal,
Roy, please.
Opal,
No,
I-
Opal, you went to the wrong person. You're supposed to ask Antoine. Jesus.
Opal, you're like the puppies that I pass in the little animal stores. Like you're cute, but I don't want to take you home with me and have you shit on my rug. Like
she's
this
one
ain't
of
gonna
those.
happen.
She's one of those inbred species,
Like a pug.
like a pug. I imagine the type of
You know what,
dog that
Opal?
every
You know what,
old
Opal?
person has with the furry white hair everywhere.
You know what, Opal?
Yeah.
Don't run. Don't
Whole
run.
dog.
Just go ahead and learn your lesson. Don't run.
No, Sparky, no. I am not Opal's pimp. That would be Schmeckel. He's the one that is paying for her to go to Brockus.
Is she
Not
really
me.
going there?
Oh god.
That's actually something that neither Schmeckel or I have ever really tried to seriously talk to Opal about.
Yeah.
We joked about it at,
you know what,
great
dude?
length, but
See, I think I actually have a tweet from Smeagol that explains that situation.
Yeah. What is it?
I'm gonna find it 2 seconds. I'm gonna look through my
Yeah.
conversations with Smeagol.
Imagine if Opal just shows up at your house and you have no idea she's coming there.
I'd be really weirded out, and yet at the same time, I wouldn't know what to do with myself, so I'd just freak out.
She'd be so nice you couldn't be like go away. You'd have
That's
to
the,
let
that's
her
the
in.
part that bugs me is she's too fucking nice, and I can't actually be mean to her.
Yeah.
Like I could joke with her and everything, but if I see that she's starting to really get upset, I'm just gonna be like, "Oh my god, no, it's okay."
Yeah, everyone shits on Opal, but we love him.
Yeah, he's gonna fuck you, Opal. He's gonna try. Like Opal, if you went over to his house and you're like, "Get in my hole," Brockus is doing it. Don't ever act like you wouldn't, Brockus.
I hate you on such a deep level.
So what Smegel says is that while Misa and Semaj is a certainty, Opal and Brockus is still in the creation phase.
The
Okay.
Misa and Samaj thing got approved. Like that's gonna happen.
Yes, she's
Michael
all
says-
for coming over and banging Samaj.
Yeah, because she gets a trip out
Yeah,
of it.
'cause
And she doesn't
she
pay
gets a trip.
anything.
I gotta be super. I don't have to be, but I want to be super honest. That's kind of grody.
Is she actually gonna bang him though, or is she just gonna stay with him?
If they're just gonna go hang out, that's cool. But it does get to like levels of like kind of grodiness for me if it's for banging.
I doubt Misa feels like unless her and him actually have something.
Fucking son of a
Shut
bitch!
up,
Who
Opal.
fucking did it? Who
I was
fucking did
thinking
it?
something.
You know it was probably lo-fi.
No, it wasn't. I did not. I was busy
Brockus,
checking
you son of a
Smegel tweets.
bitch!
No, I didn't. Actually.
Brockus,
I
did
can
you
show
want
the
your
video.
waifu in here now?
No, that was not me. Don't even try.
Opal,
to
tell us
fucking
who
tell
did it.
Antoine, are you
No, it
trying to
wasn't
set
me.
me up?
Opal, so you're going to visit
It was
Brockus, right?
fucking Antoine.
I don't
It
know.
was fucking
Maybe I have
Antoine.
some relatives in California,
God
so it wouldn't
damn
be
it,
that
dude.
hard.
Yeah,
God
your
damn
dad
it,
lives
dude.
there. His name is Brockus. He's a relative.
That's
Okay,
true.
it was nice seeing you, Opal. All right, bye. Have a good day. Are you fucking kidding me? Really?
Are we gonna talk about MGTOW again, or are we just
We
gonna
gotta
say
put like a giant cone around her neck and tape her paws up. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? We don't have time for this.
Yes, we can talk about MGTOW. What do you want to talk about, Lo-Fi?
I don't know. Wasn't that the topic though? And now
Yes,
we're
it's
talking
the
about
topic,
Brockus having sex, and I don't want to talk about that actually, really.
So,
We'll talk about MGTOW when the MGTOW guy comes on. We're
Yes.
forced to talk
Okay.
about it because it's the
Okay.
only reason why he's here.
I have
I
a
guess.
can of peaches. If anybody wants
See?
some
You
peaches.
see? You see what
Whoa.
fucking happens? Do you see what we're talking about canned peaches on fucking
I have a can.
I need to go
of peaches.
smoke, so I'm gonna go fucking mute
I
myself.
know,
Fucking
the
have fun with the
hospital
Opal time,
donated.
guys. You guys unleash this beast.
Oh,
Opal's got hospital peaches. Cool,
Hos-
Opal.
See,
I'll
Hostile
talk
people.
shit, but he likes Opal. He's just
See,
being
this
an
is the
ass.
type of dog I imagine Opal being.
Oh, Smosh actually drew me as a dog once.
He did.
Yeah. It's a little pink puffy dog.
So I'm not far off. I took a white poofy dog. You have poofy
Yes,
hair.
you did a white poofy dog, yes.
It's a hoe dog. That's what happened when you Google hoe dog.
I will shit on Zell's carpet.
So Roy asked a question in the chat, and I don't know if you want to go into it, but what happened to Mad Metal Man, Opal?
It was a Mad Metal Man, and the guy I was with didn't want to be in a long distance relationship or whatever.
But it wasn't him.
No, it totally
I heard we're
wasn't
not
him.
supposed to bring up the subject because it'll get you all touchy. Or was
I
that the other
was.
girl?
Why would it
It's
be
the other girl.
touchy?
I don't
That's
know,
right,
because some
that's
people don't want to talk about their private relationships on stream.
No.
Yeah, Day. When you're the one that brought it up.
I know. She doesn't have to answer shit. She doesn't
Like,
have to answer to me. I'm
you
just
and,
bringing up the question.
You
I'm-
and Roy got to see each other more than my ex and I did.
Yeah.
Like
Wasn't
physically
your,
see each other
ex,
more.
Wasn't
And we're
your
in
ex
different
with,
countries.
a white nationalist or something? Or didn't you
I
date
like
like
it when
a
they look like Nazis. Okay.
fucking? That's the okay.
Why?
Like
You
when
have
they look like Slender
clip.
Man.
Just clip that, please.
I like Nazis. Say Opal.
I don't like Nazis.
I
I just
fucking love Nazis.
I like when they're pale enough to change color when you choke them.
Oh no, yeah, that's true. They have to be so pale you can take a flashlight, put behind them, and you can see their organs.
And
Wait.
sometimes they turn green when they're sick. It's funny.
So you like Nazis for a different reason than hating the Jews. Okay, gotcha.
Just
I like
want a
your-
rainbow person.
And I like when they're bald because you can just draw on their head. It's like
Well,
a bald
since-
cat.
Since
you
the
can just touch it.
relationship's over with, can you just tell us who it is now? It doesn't matter, right?
No, because I'm not a mean person.
No,
It
you're just a serial killer in the making, Opal.
You have
It's-
more dead birds outside your house again.
Yeah, I don't know why I keep finding so many dead birds.
That's because your son is the devil.
He's magnetically evil.
And they're all black for some reason. Like that's
Oh,
I need
God.
to take a picture, but I don't want to
So-
get in trouble with Twitter for posting a dead animal.
So,
Are you talking about
not only
talking about a
are you
crow?
a serial killer, but you're a racist toward birds.
Like I don't know, I was outside and apparently there's one in the back, one in the front, one in the other front on the left side.
Wait, are you still describing the birds or something else?
No,
the bird.
myself.
So like I don't know why I keep finding so many dead
Your
birds.
son is magnetically evil. He attracts things and then they die.
I don't think I left anything that's poisonous to birds. I left some bread out.
What if the sign? What if the
you
number
do know that
666
attracts birds.
What if the sign of the beast was just really like a physically challenged kid?
Oh, my poor kid.
Somebody in the
You
chat.
laughed.
Somebody in
What?
the chat asked why I'm vaping if I'm burdened with respect to my health, because it's better for my health than smoking, which I did before this.
Yeah, people,
So it's an
just
upgrade.
because someone has a disability doesn't mean that they're like not normal and still don't have,
Yeah, I need
vices.
a life. My life is
Everyone's
shit.
got voices.
My
Even-
existence is pure pain. Give me something. I'm not doing drugs. I don't even take painkillers, which I have readily available to me. Let me
Well,
think.
let's take a moment to ignore the fuck out of fucking Opal and address some people in the chat because we got some more viewers in here. What up, SMG? How you doing, man? You're my nigger. Let's get him a wrench. He's awesome. What
Yeah,
up,
give me a
Trippy
wrench.
Poop? How you doing, Trippy?
Yeah,
You my
Trippy
nigger.
Poop Wrench. He's
Trippy,
awesome.
he's awesome.
Trippy
too.
never gets a wrench for some-
Mr. LM is
I'm not
always
giving
my
Trippy
nigger.
Poop a wrench.
Trippy
Mr.
Poop
Olin
is
is always my
attracted to
nigger.
Stone
Antoine.
Mexican over your
I
sex-
can't remember if
sex-
Gnostic's
sex-
my
fun
nigger or
times.
not.
Thanks, Stone Mex. SMG, that's what you said. Okay, I get that now.
We got Ishtar, you my nigger. What's going on? Psycho Fire, that looks kind of new. Gary McIntosh,
Psycho
one of
Fire's
my
not
best
the mule.
niggers.
Are you just acknowledging people in the chat so you don't hear me talk?
Yeah, that's
yeah.
basically
Fucking Christ.
kind of
Fucking
what
It's
he
a good.
Christ.
It's a good. Bite.
Also, we're just trying to be nice to our chat. Jesus, let me fix this. Fucking A. I swear
Yeah,
to God.
point the fan towards me. It's hot as balls in here.
I
Yeah.
already gave her a wrench, Kadant. Calm down.
And the went.
Clausen, you and nigger. What's up, dude?
Clausen is a nigger. No,
we
that's
have,
DK.
we,
Mike
ba- we,
Dundee,
do, we have
KG,
basically
the
all
god
of
of
our
puns. What's up,
regulars.
nigger?
So, all right.
Even depressing
Bruni
topics.
is Mr. Vinigger.
Love progressively gets harder to maintain over time due to the signs of addiction and tolerance. Yeah, so Mr. LM is using science to disprove long
Jacob, my
distance
nigger.
relationships.
So, okay. Lo-Fi, you're going to be leaving in what, 20 minutes?
Yeah, I'll try to stick out as long as I can, but at some point I'm just gone.
Do you want, you said you wanted to explain why. Do you want to still explain why?
It's because I have to go fucking clean parks now to get money, and I don't know if I'm gonna get paid, because I went and asked how much will I get paid, and they were like, I don't know. When will I get paid? I don't know. Okay, I can't get there in time because I live in the country and no fucking bus runs that early. What do? I don't know. So I have to go and clean a fucking piece of shit park for an entire day, 37 hours a week, and I don't know if I get paid or not.
Oh,
Yes, fun stuff.
Wow.
That's
That's
awesome.
what
What
I'm
country
us-
do you live in?
Tell us how you really feel about it, Lo-Fi.
I'm so excited.
and just
You get to
can't
play in the
hide it.
snow. That's a good thing.
It's not far off. I need to go to a limestone quarry and clean that, because that's the like the peak of excitement we have in Denmark. That's limestone quarries. Jesus fuck.
You could
Fuck.
build a snowman.
No, limestone man.
Is there no snow in your area?
No,
It's summer,
it's
Opal.
fucking yeah, it's summer. It's fucking hot lately. I hate it. I'm allergic to everything green, so I'm gonna go out there and sneeze myself dehydrated and just die.
Uh,
And don't
Okay, wow. All
I
right.
thought people north of me had snow.
yes,
God
very
damn it.
north
God
of
damn
you.
it.
I'm
Oh.
close to the equator, okay?
The equator.
God damn it.
Closer
God
to the equator
fucking-
than you.
Yeah, so
Relative.
yeah, but that doesn't mean everyone north of you have snow.
I thought you have snow.
And everyone south of me is desert.
Hey, what is that's a good point. Gluck, what do you have to say about Opal's lack of knowledge on the subject?
Oh fuck!
Is he back? Is he back in the chat? Is he back in the hangout?
Gluck went to the toilet for a second.
I want to go see. I want to see snow. Like snow.
Move out of Texas.
No, that's hard. Why can't it just have like snow here at the beach? I hate living at the beach. I hate lobster and I hate the sun.
See, that's a good reason to hate living at the beach. I fucking hate lobster.
No, lobster's not that
Who
bad.
muted me?
I don't. I like the lobster.
$1.99 from Stone Mexican guy. Take some money. Give them money now, people.
Thank you.
Yes, do what he said.
Well, okay, all right, or at least be a little more thankful, Antoine. Thank you, SMG. We appreciate that, man.
Yeah, it's very nice of you, SMG.
I am trying to raise money for lo-fi.
I can buy for every $1 donated. I can buy half a cup of rice.
I don't know the rate of dollar to euros.
$6 per Danish kroner. I don't use euro. I'm not a barbarian.
I don't know what you use. Rocks.
I use Ugandan wooden dollar. Well, it was established earlier.
That is barbaric, though. Barbarian.
How many fish do you trade to get what you need?
Oh, that's back when we had the big fish market. We had the biggest fish market in the world in Denmark at one point.
I actually should go to the fish market. I'm gonna practice cooking fish.
Hooking fish at the fish market?
Oh no, you're gonna get
I need
sick.
to go to the fish market.
No, don't.
And then I'm gonna practice cooking fish.
You barely can cook a steak. Do not mess with fish.
No, she's gonna get super diarrhea, and she's not tall enough to get diarrhea and survive.
I hope you get the most mercury-filled fish ever and die.
Oh my god, she's gonna buy a big tuna and just die from poisoning.
Oh, Opal, don't mess with fish, Opal. It's not good for you.
I hope your last words are tee-hee.
I miss steak. My uncle gave me 2 bags.
You're a mistake.
Of free steak. I miss it so much. That was a very good bird, but I'm so sad that I don't have steak anymore.
You are, yeah.
Dude, I like how Day just like unmuted herself and she's like, I hope you die, and then she muted herself again.
So I also have some news. I ended up getting the job that I was looking for.
Yay!
Which does mean that some things are going to be changing.
Does anyone in chat care about this though, or should we talk about articles? Like, no one cares about our lives.
I care about his life.
We're selling ourselves.
Lo-Fi's like, shut up! You're killing dollars.
Antoine.
Oh, I mean, we all have pitiful lives and need money. Yeah.
Yeah, depression.
Anyway, I'm me starting this job means that Proper Villains is actually going to have to sit back a couple of hours. So our new start time is probably going to be 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Oh, that's actually a big deal. And Brockus, mute yourself if your family's going in a tirade.
I told you, you're going to have to deal with it.
That's not that bad.
No, it's not.
No, we don't.
It is when it's 3 a.m. in the morning for me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about time.
Oh, look at me. I'm Zell, and I think I can just mute people without it.
I'm sorry, Lo-Fi. I'm sure maybe if you get insomnia, you can join.
Yeah, no.
I feel you, little bitch.
I'm just gonna go to bed right after dinner, and then I can get 8 hours, and then I can wake up and go on stream. It's very fun. I love it.
Oh, I just thought of a really mean joke. Can I say it?
Yes, of course.
It's not like you could afford dinner anyway, so you could just go to bed.
You see, that is actually what I did yesterday.
Don't.
And then she made it real. Damn it!
I know she made it real, so it's no longer funny. It's actually sad.
Dave, slow down on your drinking. We don't want you beating up Roy by midnight.
I know. It's too good. I got one of these crazy, like, strong beers from my brother.
Oh, I still haven't tried alcohol. Is it sweet?
Yeah.
Finder?
It's good. It's Finder.
I want to try something called a Long Island iced tea.
I thought I was lunch.
Long Island iced tea.
I want to try that.
No,
Get fucked up.
I'm Texas. I like iced tea.
You're gonna take one sip and just die from alcohol poisoning. Oh,
I
well.
don't know.
Start
Yeah.
slow. Start with a
Yeah,
low
don't
alcohol.
start with that.
No, start with something suitable for your height and first time.
Oh, somebody.
So like a Jaeger bomb.
Yeah, much.
Out of a tank, out of a 2-foot tankard.
Mr. LM says, "Oh, drunk Opal would probably rape all the dicks."
There would be no pee hole without something in it.
Okay, all right.
I have a feeling
Hey!
that Opal
Oh,
would
yay!
Roy is here.
Oh, well,
He
we got too
came
many
in.
people. We got to kick somebody.
I won't rape you, Baracus.
Don't worry, Opal. You won't need to.
No, you can't rape the villain.
It's true. It's very true.
Roy,
don't
my
know if
boy.
it's-
how
I
you
won't
doing?
rape you
It's working.
anally.
His
I'm doing
computer is
okay.
all messed up.
That's
We need to
working.
get him a new. Oh, okay. You're here.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
your boy, Roy.
How is
Oh.
everybody? Hey,
He's so
Opal.
unenthusiastic.
Opal,
So
is
tired.
Opal, is your kid still retarded, or is he normal now?
Oh my God!
What the fuck?
It's a fair question.
I haven't called her kid that in a while. You're evil.
I know. I hate that.
At least
word.
give him some time.
You have
Yeah.
to answer the question. If you're dodging, that means he's still retarded.
That is true.
He's not retarded, but he's still disabled.
Yeah,
What's the
your
difference?
girlfriend's crippled too.
Yeah, what's up with that day?
He has the
Yeah.
same walker as your girlfriend.
Have you fixed?
He has the same
Yeah.
walker as your
Are you working on that
girlfriend.
day?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah, I'm getting there, honey. I'm sorry.
He has
Yeah.
the same crutches as your girlfriend too.
Oh, sweet.
I have a cane. He's not
I thought-
sophisticated enough to wield the cane.
No, because he'll start beating kids with it. I tried once. He'll start
Jesus,
beating
you
do
kids
not-
Oh
with
my
it.
God.
Your child is 2. What do you mean you started beating other kids with it?
You do not build a good character profile for your kid anytime you talk about it.
Oh,
He wanted the train.
He
Why do I
wanted
have
to
to-
train, so he took his crutches and started beating another child.
Good
Yeah,
workout.
So I took the crutch away and I gave him the walker, and he started running over kids' feet with the walker. So I had to take that away too. But then some new parents came and they're judging me because I took my disabled kid's crutch away. So
They
now
think
they're
that-
judging me.
They think
Now he doesn't have his
you're the
crutch.
big sister and you're just teaching your little brother to be an asshole.
God, I can't win.
Can you do your most sternest voice? How do you speak to your child when he's misbehaving?
Oh goodness, how do I talk to him? Drop that!
Oh, that was really good.
That's
That was
way
actually
better.
that was kind
That
of
was
intimidating.
actually really
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had
Yeah, I
flashbacks
don't
to when my mom used
mess
to beat
around
me.
with my-
Thanks.
Huh?
you have an
That was
adult
intense.
voice under that child voice. What?
When it comes to my kid,
I know you
yeah.
just turned off Brockus.
No, that's not what happened. Just a little more.
No, you'd be surprised how many things he tries to put in his mouth. So I gotta deepen my voice. It's-
Just answer question in chat. Traversable MGTOW. We will be talking about MGTOW soon. We are just waiting for our guest. Other
Opal
guest.
sounded like Dave for a second.
Who's coming on? Who's your MGTOW guest?
His name is the Canadian Rogue.
He's from Gator and Frog.
Wow, is he from France?
Yeah, he's from France.
Yes, the Canadian Rogue is from France.
I've never heard of him before. Oh
Okay,
boy, you talk like that all the time. It hurts my voice.
When the Canadian dude comes on, I'm gonna drop out. I can't argue with a MGTOW right now.
He's not necessarily like any of the other MGTOWs that I've run
Is-
into.
He is
He's
pretty
okay.
sensitive.
But
he's
he
pretty-
is, but he
yeah,
is
he's-
very, very argumentative when he wants
Is
to be.
he like a moderate MGTOW?
Oh, he's like a gay
They
ass
have
frog.
levels of MGTOW.
There are different
Moderate.
versions of MGTOW, yes.
He's
The
not
problem-
super mean.
All his arguments are gonna be just irrelevant because they all revolve around just sort of,
Dragon's
Den
Den
stereotypes
will
in
not
the
be
world.
Is he like OT8 MGTOW or like OT7?
I don't. You just made those terms
I
up.
kind of expect him to like have a lot of emotional arguments.
No, Rogue is unique in the brain, so he's gonna argue in his.
This is gonna be a generalization of all women in it, really.
It might be. I'm kind of expecting it.
Yeah.
Who I'd really love to get on, who I would love to get on, but he's too much of a pussy to do anything but hide behind his text to speech, is Sandman. I would love for Sandman to show up here.
I think Opal wants to get
Let's
on
talk about
Brockus.
popular.
What happened?
Well, so my very first video that I did on the subject of MGTOW wasn't actually MGTOW itself. It was Sandman. And he gave the worst advice I have ever heard. I still have 6 months. I did it 6 months ago. I'm still getting people on that video today telling me who and why I am a cuck, why I'm my opinions are shit and things like that. They don't understand that I'm not attacking MGTOW, I'm attacking Sandman. That's a completely different thing. Why don't I bring in a real MGTOW? Well, as far as I can tell, traversable MGTOW, he is one because he claims he's one, so that means he is one just like you are. Just because he doesn't have MGTOW in his name doesn't mean he's not a MGTOW, you moron.
Why don't we get traversable MGTOW in?
Yeah, do you have good arguments for why women should all just fuck out in the kitchen and make sandwich?
Oh, I can make a sandwich.
No, you can't.
I want a sandwich.
I
I'll
actually
make
want
you
a
a
sandwich
sandwich
as well.
day.
We're bad women. Thank you, Opal.
I'll make you a sandwich. I have peanut butter and jelly.
What's
Okay.
that?
You
Big
can't eat
turkey
fuck.
club.
You'd ruin the sandwich somehow. I've seen what
Do you
do
want
to
it
food.
fried or not fried?
Oh
No, if you fried,
peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Yeah.
What?
No, you
Why is that a
fry
thing?
peanut butter and bananas. You eat it like Elvis. That's what happens.
Oh, well, I
and then
fried
you
peanut butter and
die
jelly
in
when
the
I was
shitter because your
pregnant.
intestines
It's
explode because you can't push out the poop.
666.
Hey. Wait, guys, is traversable MGTOW the sort of weirdo that copyright flag bearing ages ago, and he has like the most intense, amazing voice?
Is
I
he?
don't know.
I
I can
don't
call
know.
you a moron if I
Is it-
want,
is
traversable
it-
MGTOW. Just
is-
because
is-
you haven't heard of someone doesn't mean that he's not a MGTOW.
Is
It's not
traversable
lowbrow.
MGTOW really a MGTOW?
Oh my god, yes. I think you are right, Roy.
Sounds more like a
Yeah,
feminist
well,
to
I just
me.
went to his channel. Oh god, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
essentially what MGTOW
Okay.
is. It's the reverse
Yeah,
feminine.
get him on here.
Yeah, he's a crazy sort
Him
of
and the
lunatic.
other MGTOW can argue with each other.
Yeah.
Help for the guild LaSalle plus
See-
Opal plus Baracus equals a sandwich.
I
Yeah,
don't
as
give a
long as
fuck
Opal
if
and
it's not
Brockus get out of
polite.
that
What
fucking
part of
equation, I'm good.
what part of the term proper villains did you think was going to be polite?
He's gotta be
Proper?
trolling. He can't be like, that's not polite. Like, that's a real argument.
How about the proper part?
It's not polite.
It's like going to church and not expecting to get molested.
boy.
Okay,
Yeah,
wow.
that's
All right.
Catholic Church, yeah. Don't bend over. They want that religion inside you.
Traversable MGTOW, if you want on and you're not a troll like Dragon's Den, hit me up on Twitter in the DMs. I'll send you a link and you can come on.
I don't trust it.
We can always just kick him. So
But
he's-
what's a Zell Opal Baracus sandwich?
Yes,
That's when
actually,
you are in
it's
the
a
middle.
I don't
good
want to know
study
what that is. Leave
And
me
you
out of
can
it. You guys
switch-
do your thing.
A very good study said that most people who use foul language are more intelligent. So fuck off.
Yay!
That is true.
Wait. Does that mean I'm the most intelligent out of all of you because I say nigger all the time?
It means you're the most drunk.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
okay.
No, that's me. I've been drinking this too fast.
I know every single time I've seen Day on a stream, it might just be coincidental, but she's always been drinking.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
she's
always
got a bit of
drinking
a-
on a stream.
Okay,
You might
well,
have
that's
a problem.
dangerous.
It's
She's got a bit
drinking.
of a problem. She's, I find it difficult enough dealing with a disability, and then
Oh my
also
god,
dealing
he's sincere
Roy,
about something.
Roy, does she
No,
put her
he's
hands?
not.
Does she put her hands on you in a non-sexual way?
Did you see that tweet where I said I walked into a tree?
I love the chat. Brock
I'll
is
let
in
you
the
work
chat.
that one out.
A brobel.
A bropal sandwich.
With two L's to include cell.
No, not me. Give me that fucking sandwich. You guys go have your sandwich. I want that to
So
happen.
traversable MGTOW, all I'm hearing is all bark and no bite since you haven't contacted me. If you want, I can kick Opal and anyone else you want, and we can just talk.
Aw, so
But,
cute.
you know, since
Okay, I
you're
suddenly
not-
like this idea.
There
This
he
is-
is.
This is.
Oh, hey, we got our guest.
I would hope that you have a rogue. You never know.
Canadian rogue, traversable MGTOW doesn't think you're a real MGTOW.
Yeah.
Because you don't have MGTOW in your name, apparently.
This is descending into crazy. Look at yourself, he says.
Why do I need MGTOW in the name?
I don't know. All right, Opal, say goodbye.
All right, I'm
Bye,
probably going
Opal.
to bounce as well,
Oh,
guys.
okay, bye guys.
Bye, Roy.
Bye.
No, stay.
Hi, Roy.
Uh,
Thanks for joining.
I'm only going to stay if he's able to show us a MGTOW license or some sort of MGTOW.
Oh, yeah.
All right, stay for now.
Okay. First and foremost, Rogue, introduce yourself.
I am the Canadian rogue specter that's on the internet, and 1/4 of the membership known as Gator and Frog. Certified MGTOW and bona fide asshole. Anything else?
You said
Senior
certified MGTOW.
He has
You can get a
credentials.
certification for that?
Yes, you can.
Oh wow.
Okay. What?
So first of all, hold on. First
Kadant
of all,
wants
hold
to
on,
know
hold on.
what is a MGTOW.
Hold on. No, hold on. Canadian Rogue, can you stay like near your mic or whatever, like not drift away from it or whatever, man?
No, because I'm on,
You don't have
on
to
a separate headset, so you'll be lucky if you get this, because I'm traveling, I'm traversing.
Oh, you're on a
this little
headset?
bit? Oh, yes.
See
Okay.
Traversal MGTOW or whatever that was.
Okay, so what is a MGTOW?
A man
Explain.
going his own way. Very simple, very plain, very easy.
Okay, and what does that mean? Because technically, I could be a man going my own way.
Correct. That's the
Zell
whole
is a
idea
man
with the classical MGTOW. That is basically what it is. The idea behind the MGTOW movement, or at least what the foundation was just after they created the MRA movement. That was roughly about the 1970s. The problem is the diversion happened roughly a few years after that, when they were finding out that the MRAs weren't really kind of obliging by the rule set that they put out. They were becoming more of a feminist or bastardization of the NMRA movement, which is men's right advocacy. So the MGTOW community separated and divided themselves and went their own different direction. That is basically the gist of the MGTOW movement.
Oh. What level are you? Are you like quite extreme, or do you like still have sex with women, just like prostitutes or something?
Again, when it comes down to the traditional MGTOW, you can actually be in marriage and still be a MGTOW.
Is that the kind of like? Because I know like some are very extreme, like they just don't. They
The
fight
new breed that you have is a little different. They kind of go into incels and all that kind of stuff. And my kind of elk say these guys are assholes and stupid idiots because they don't understand the whole idea of the traditional movement. It was more or less about philosophers and whatnot to understand that not all women are like that, but there's certain women that are. Some would consider dangerous, seeking out only the gold diggers and whatnot. The ones who have men with power and money. They tend to kind of flock to them, no matter how pretty they look.
Yeah. So I take it then you're okay to get married if you found like the right kind of woman.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. I can say that on my very first video, Sandman, when the very first comment was, you're a cuck. Rogue did jump on there and actually kind of argue with some of the MGTOW about some of the things that they were doing. I'm not saying he defended me, but he defended his points rather well, which is why he was the first person I thought of to actually come on here. So he's not your normal MGTOW, I guess you'd say.
No, he's not the traditional. He's not the what is known as the next generation that is pretty much spawned out of our creation. You guys, unfortunately, have taken the idea of MGTOWism and took it up to an extreme that I don't think any of us really envisioned. You dialed it up to 11.
That's kind of like feminism and how modern day feminism is kind of seen as awful.
Which is why people like myself and Turd Flinging Monkey and anybody within this ilk kind of look at the other MGTOWs and go, you're doing it wrong.
Okay, really quick.
We want to fight with a shitty MGTOW.
Well, I tried getting traversable MGTOW on here, but he doesn't want to. $7 from Clausen. If someone has to announce they are an asshole, they aren't just an edgy wanna asshole. And there are 2 other Streamlabs. So hold on. 7 from Clausen for lo-fi, as long as she permanently silences Zell. No, killing. Be creative. And then $3 from Clausen. Peanuts from the Peanut Gallery. Also, screw Lucasfilms.
See, Clausen, I can't kill Cell. I can't kill my husband, though. His body's too big and great.
So,
and the offer is still there, Traversable. If you want to come on, just hit me up on Twitter.
Yeah,
the link is down below.
Come tell us what a real MGTOW is then, and why you can't marry, and why, yeah.
Well, that being said, I was going to ask, Rogue, so what differentiates you from me, who isn't a MGTOW, then? Like, what do you do that most guys don't?
Do you assess the situation that certain women are considered toxic?
I mean, certain women are kind of toxic. I wouldn't assume they are beforehand.
And that's where the variance is, right there.
So you'd assume beforehand that...
You would unfortunately have to assume it beforehand because of the fact that the majority of women do have a toxicity.
So you're saying you're just more skeptical of women on the whole?
Oh, so you start out pessimistic instead of optimistic in that regard. Okay.
Basically, you try to look for the best, and unfortunately, sometimes you end up with the worst.
But if you try and look for the best, then are you not you're not looking for the best initially? You're assuming the worst initially, and then you're waiting to be proven wrong.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, when it comes down to it, most depending on which I'll always be the pessimistic.
Oh, you're breaking up a little bit.
Women who have been scorned will automatically.
You're breaking up, dude. Can't hear you.
Okay. So let's stop this right now. So Traversable MGTOW is a troll. I have a rule: all the people on the chat, on the cast, have to show themselves. No hiding behind an alter ego. When you all are ready for that, I'll be here. I'm sorry, Traversable. I don't know you. You don't get to see who I am.
Traversable.
Yeah. Also,
Robert
we're like
Cummins,
all ugly and
fun.
stuff. So there.
The only one you can see is me.
The rest of us are fat and disgusting.
Well, I'm fat.
It's me now.
But I'll show myself on the fucking camera.
There,
No,
you got,
Roy,
you got
don't
two
be
people.
the trolls.
You got 2 people on camera. Quit
There we
being
go.
a troll and bring your ass
No,
on.
Roy,
here.
you gave in.
Whatever.
Yeah, well-
He's usually on camera.
Yeah,
I
I'm just...
spelled you're wrong, by the way.
Hello.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, it's a white person.
Docs!
I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see.
It's alright.
We got a hairline.
Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so all right, what is your take on someone like Sandman and Angry MGTOW and Traversable MGTOW?
Okay, so a person like Sandman and Angry MGTOW in general, they have very religious diatribes. They're no more better than what would be considered cultists. They're dangerous. Period. We should pretty much ignore them, treat them like the scourge of the earth that they are, and laugh at them.
I mean, don't you think, though, that maybe they've just had a really sort of harrowing
the fact
experience
that
with a
somebody
woman?
like Sandman has been in and out of relationships more often than not, and
Yeah.
he's been using it as a ploy to make money.
Okay.
Somebody like Angry MGTOW, he's done pretty much the same thing. Started out the same, so on and so forth. These are what we know, we call in the MGTOW world cops.
Okay.
Here's my issue, and I think I'm kind of agreeing with Roy on this one. What it sounds like is it just sounds like to me you're saying, yeah, if you find out a girl's a toxic bitch, don't pursue her, and we already do that.
Yeah.
Or so what's?
No, unfortunately, there's not everyone that does that, because when it comes down to
Or are
the
you
MGTOW
just saying?
movement-
Or are you just saying that you've opened your eyes up to a way to where you can see it even better than most? Is that your claim?
Well, you prove me wrong, because I'm not going to make that claim. All I'm going to say is
So are you better at it than us or not? Is my question.
I'm going to say I analyze it. When it comes down to analyzing the situation, yes, I will be a little bit better at it.
Do you want to coin that word or?
Analyze?
Yeah.
Why not? We can coin it. It's a lovely word.
There you go. It's an official MGTOW word. So
Analysis.
if you end up, so let's say here the end game then is
They can have it.
if by the time you're on your deathbed you figure out like at that point 5 seconds before you die that you were actually married to or with a terrible toxic woman, you lost.
Correct.
Yeah,
See,
you
this
just,
is
you
anybody's
just dude.
perspective,
Okay,
though.
you just sound like someone who's dating but more skeptical. That's it.
Well, it's kind
I
of
don't know
interesting because, like, he does
unless
date.
there's more to this.
Yeah. So, I mean, you do date women and stuff, and you're okay with the idea of marriage and stuff if you find the correct woman for you, type thing.
Again, that's
but-
our choice as
Yeah. But your sort of
It's
initial
everybody's
stance going
choice,
into-
though.
Not necessarily, because there's endowments in that. It's not part of your choice. It's part of the religion's.
Sorry, what? I can't hear you.
You're cutting
I
out
told
and
you.
you're kind of fading away, Rogue.
Like I told you, I'm traversing.
He's being swallowed by some woman's vagina. Oh,
Come on, man. Come on, man. Multitask. You're a MGTOW, bro.
Antoine, who's dragons then?
It's DK,
Oh,
who is not a MGTOW.
Are you
No,
at
he's
a
not.
red light?
Okay, so I agree that most of well, okay, so before I get to this point, describe red pill rage.
Red pill rage?
Yes.
Why would anybody want to describe that? That's an idiotic term.
Well, that's because it's a term that's being used rather fluently in circles that Sandman provides attention for.
Well, his idea of red pill rage, I would have to consider this as somebody who's gone over the edge of being indoctrinated into the red pill society and getting really pissed off at the fact that they've been lied to all this time.
Does that have anything to do with MGTOW, or is it a separate issue?
It's a separate issue altogether.
Yeah, sounds like it.
do you think? Just sort of interested to know if So you go into most relationships pretty skeptical of women, right? And you're kind of wary because you believe like women are somewhat inherently sort of toxic, most of them. So do you think that's not like a bit of a self-fulfilling sort of prophecy? Like they can sense that you're really sort of, fuck you unless you sort of prove yourself to me, and then you might end up dying some.
That would be in the
lonely
consideration that somebody's actually telling them that, hey, you got to prove me wrong.
So you're just like analyzing them in secret.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it really does sound like something I do, though. Like, I don't necessarily think all women are, like, toxic. I know some of them aren't, so it's like, but you judge. Yeah, you're right there. Okay.
Yes.
But obviously, you just judge every single person on their, individual merits, right? It's pretty much what everyone does.
Yeah, it's just you seem to have a more skeptic outlook from the beginning. Yeah.
Well, also keep in mind that the idea with the MGTOW, they can actually be crossed with other types, such as a PAU or a pickup artist.
Yeah. Where they just kind of use
MRA,
women.
An MRM. They can go into what most likely go into is incel.
Mm-hmm.
They can also go into massive degrees of religion and other forms of philosophies.
Okay, so have you ever had like what sent you down the sort of in brackets MGTOW route? Because you're not exactly like the other MGTOWs I've talked to before. But did you have like some sort of traumatic experience with a woman or anything? No. Okay.
Nope.
Well, what made you start thinking about this then?
Since birth, because I was looking at it from a different basically I analyze a lot of situations that naturally. Every situation, because of the profession I'm in, makes me really good at what I do. So,
What profession?
Private investigation,
Oh,
well as
okay.
I worked alongside with the film industry and whatnot.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
you have to analyze every situation and come across the most proficient way of completing a certain project as quickly as possible.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay. Hold on. There was a question in the chat.
I can't see a chat, so like
I
said
know.
before,
I said hold. That's why I said hold on. I had to scroll up. They want to know if you're a sovereign citizen.
sovereign citizen. I'm not that idiot that believes that you can separate yourself from a state or a government control, because we're all born into the government control to a degree.
And then we
We're
have
not considered free.
okay. We have a question from Stacy Free MGTOW. How old are you?
That's what I was
Old
gonna ask.
enough to know better and young enough to not care.
So in your 30s?
Nope, higher.
Oh,
40s?
really?
Yeah, yes.
Why is there a child?
He stole what?
You just
Have you
kidnapped someone.
kidnapped a
You
child?
kidnapped a child. Raise it in your wicked ways, you monster.
Yes, I am a monster.
So I was going
Well,
to say,
I think a Gluck might have something to say on this subject.
Yeah, let me talk. Hey, Clark, get over here. What do you have to say to James MGTOW?
I do have way more college education than you, man.
He fucking loves to rub that in.
Wow, that was very rude, very presumptuous of him.
I know.
I'm sorry about that, Rogue.
Yeah, it's okay. Don't.
That's why is that a
Imagine
Miku
he
poster
really
in the
did
background?
steal a child, and this is gonna be on the news later, and they're gonna be like, he was on a live stream, and
That
they
one?
show us.
yeah.
Yes, it's a Miku poster.
That's yes, and that's a Konosuba poster. Only the best.
Wait, so Rogue then, so say you do find like the right woman and everything's okay, you vetted her, you know, you've scrutinized her with your brain powers, and you sort of come to the realization that she's right for you. Would you be happy to provide for her, or would that be like a no?
That would be under the relationship that you've already garnered. So that's the deal right there. You have to know exactly what you're going into. Most people who go into most relationships automatically believe in certain stereotypes.
Gender roles.
No, stereotypes. Gender roles is a totally different situation. Stereotypes is
Okay.
the main focus.
Yeah. So would you like? So you would have agreed all this beforehand, obviously. So would you like?
That'd be the whole idea. You'd want to try to agree, but unfortunately, when it comes down to it, not many people.
Is that something you resent a little bit? The idea that sort of males provide for females and they're happy to be cared for by men?
No. Again, that is basically, if you want to go in more of the SJW type, yes, that's their gender role.
Oh, dude, just give me something to rip you with.
Regarding gender roles, do you believe in that as a way of life, or are you more progressive than that almost?
Are you saying that I'm more, or asking which side of the political camp I sit on? I'm central.
Not really, just on this one specific issue.
Again, I'm central.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
you sound like a normal person, to be
you sound like
honest.
a normal
Like,
guy.
this seems fine. This is fine.
we wanted a fucking drooling mongoloid.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I don't fit the stereotypical ideal of what most people would perceive.
No,
Some
you
of the
didn't
reason
fit the
it's-
stereotype. You fit us, but you have
Yeah.
a label for us, and we're just trying to tell
I
you,
call
dude,
you
what
guys
you
yours.
do and what you believe in. You don't need a label for it. We all do that.
Yeah.
No, because of the factor that you guys would be considered normie. You don't really foresee the ultimate danger down the road.
I think a lot of
How do
people
you
do
know
that
that?
innately, but they don't label themselves that. They
Yeah.
haven't found this niche sort of
How
group
do you
to
know that we
validate
don't?
that.
How do you know that we don't have good enough skills that we're adept enough to be able to see dangers down the
Because
road
I see-
and avoid them?
Because I see people like you jump into our camp and find out later in our end that you guys don't know shit.
How do
Well,
we not
this
know,
is what
though?
it-
Because it
this
seems
is
like
what we
you're
wanna get into.
disavowing a lot of MGTOW as well.
This is. Hold on, Dave. This is what we want to get into. So, what is the shit that we don't know about then, or that we would probably not know about? This is what I want to hear. What do we not know about?
So with the whole idea, again, going back to the red pill page, it's a normal thing, like I said before, when people find out, or at least believe that they've been lied to a long degree for like 10 years or whatever, or even a few months. That anger culminates, and they really don't see how toxic they can make themselves become. that's where the MGTOW is a little different, especially the classical.
Is there any way you can get yourself closer to your mic, bro?
Not really, no.
That's better.
That's better. That's better. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
because I moved it closer to the throat.
Thank you.
Yeah, do that. So respond again. I'm sorry, I heard like half of that.
Yeah, no. Basically, like I said before, we within the classical sense, the best way to put it, have already analyzed and kind of listed out possibilities and scenarios, almost like you can say a Bible that, unfortunately, no one's really refuted, or at least been able to properly refute. You may want to look up something called No Man.
Called what?
Did you say no, ma'am?
Yes, correct.
The thing that Al Bundy started on Married with Children.
Kind of, yes. It's actually within it's the first translation as an actual MGTOW Bible. It exists. It's a group that exists. Or at least
I bet it does.
Exist.
Al Bundy's like Jesus. Like a prophet of some kind. But I think, isn't it a little patronizing, though, to say, like, none of us sort of foresee the danger when it comes to women? Like, because I think it's just a very individual thing. Some guys are stupid, and I don't think any amount of MGTOW is going to save them. You could drill that shit into them all day long, and then they'd go out and just meet a girl and sort of pass her eyelids, and he's done for, type thing.
That's because it's not properly taught.
Some people are just morons, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And like that's what we're trying to avoid.
I mean, on a package.
Yeah, what you're trying to avoid is, and then here's an issue. I guess probably an innate built-in issue with that approach, an oversight, if you will. You're just trying to help other men avoid toxic females and enlighten them to, and enlighten them to.
At least what I'm trying to do is try to get males to avoid toxic relationships. Period. It doesn't matter whether it's boy on boy, girl on girl, boy on dog, or a girl on whatever. Correct.
Fair enough. So toxic relationships in general, where they're taken advantage of, and help them enlighten them to the fact to signals that would help them, like, track whether or not someone's going to be taking
what is considered life.
Very good, yes. But do you take into account whether or not the people that you're teaching this to aren't themselves toxic and going to go use those tactics, find people that aren't toxic, but they themselves then hurt others?
That would be people like Sandman, because I redirect people to others.
Because, like, what I'm asking is, like, what if you're the toxic one? What if you're a piece of shit who's using a woman?
Yeah.
Well, that's a huge claim.
You're making huge claims
yourself.
No, but that's
you made huge character. You made huge. Hold on. To be fair,
it's a huge.
Hold on, Rogue. Hold on. You made huge character claims about us. Made huge assumptions about us. What I'm doing is simply using your
assumptions about.
I know. I'm just
male,
not
as female.
I'm just trying to make sure you're consistent. I'm just trying to follow your logic.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm saying is, instead of, I guess, enlightening people from this perch, why not enlighten these people while also constantly second guessing this? At least do your best to second guess this. Because what if you're the piece of shit? What if you found somebody who isn't going to take advantage of you, but that's perfect for you because you're a sociopath, for example?
I wish them the best of luck, because most people within the sociopathic tendency.
Do you have any empathy for that fact, that might be a possibility?
No.
Okay, cool.
All right, there is a question.
Then why should we have empathy for the MGTOW movement? That kind of
you don't have
right
to,
there,
because that's the reason of why that movement is there.
Okay,
I think that's why you'd want. I think that's probably a pretty good defense, or a pretty good reasoning behind how you get people to care about it is the empathy, the pull for empathy. If there's no empathy pull, what's the point of caring about the MGTOW movement? It's about caring about good relationships and about caring about men.
No, it's more or less. And again, this is where you're getting confused.
To me, that just showed a sign of inconsistency.
Gentlemen, to your corners.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, we just got interesting for 5 seconds. Excuse me, Antoine. Let me mute myself. Jesus.
No. For longer than 5 seconds. Anyway, there is a question to our guest in the chat. Can you ask the guest how he can reconciliate the idea of the right woman with the notion of hypergamy instinct?
You can't.
Well, that was that.
All right, then. Can you explain why you can't?
Hypergamy exists. It's in a natural state. You can't justify anything beyond that point. It's just there. It's always the same structure of it's in the common nature of society. Been with us for what? Dawn of
Okay,
man?
so all right, but MGTOW is supposed to be fighting against it, right?
No,
So then-
no. That's where you guys are conflating MGTOW with MRAs. We're nothing like the MRAs. We don't care. That's what I keep saying. We really ultimately don't care. At the end of the day, we're just giving you the information. What you do with it is on you. Henceforth, you, male, going your own way.
Okay. All right, Zil, do you have any other questions?
What's up?
Do you have any other questions? Since we're dealing with 2 trolls in the chat right now as well.
Don't bring me back into this after you threw me off track.
Why?
You guys continue your thing then. I was just poking. I was poking a hole in it, and I think there is inconsistencies in first of all in its purpose, and second of all in its approach. But that was it. You guys
Why
move on.
are we deleting comments in chat when
No.
it's not spam and it's not that? Why are we
if
doing...
it's not docs or spam, don't time it.
Don't
out,
delete
Chris.
comments in chat. There's no reason to. If they want
Yeah.
to, they are
Let
trying
people
to.
be people be niggers.
Yeah, so let them. Yeah, exactly. Don't block Stacey and don't block Traversable MGTOW unless they start spamming. But they haven't been. They've just been saying they're niggatry.
Yeah, Sparky, don't be gay. Antoine, don't be gay. Stop it.
I hope they've not been saying the N word in the chat. I am African American.
You and me both, Roy.
Good. I
You're
know.
kind of African. You're definitely not American.
Get out of here. That's what you call black people. You can't call them black people anymore.
No matter where they're from, they're all.
You don't call them
African-American.
people anymore.
No, you just call them bait.
Honeyblade wants to know if it's okay if they dox their cat.
Yeah,
Is
go
that
ahead.
okay?
If they want to dox
Yeah.
the cat, I don't have a problem in it. Just make sure that they keep it in a nice, safe space, just in case somebody's gonna stalk it.
Oh. So, dude, to me, right, I know you would brand yourself a MGTOW. I don't think I would really brand you as one, though.
Again, when it comes back down to it, because of the perceived perception that most MGTOWs are spurts.
Yeah.
Man,
I mean,
that's the problem because of the fact that, like I told you before,
It's
you
weird.
have the classical style, and then you have this next generation who have no idea what it means.
Yeah. I mean, can't you just? Do you have to call yourself a MGTOW? Like, can't you just call yourself a cautious chap?
You can call me whatever you want me to call me.
Or is it more about a community thing for you? Like, you like hanging out with online sort of other like MGTOWs, and you discuss the dangers of women. So it's mainly just a community and not a way of life, in a sense.
That's a good way of pointing it.
It's more like a social group.
Do you have a problem with us? Why do you have a problem with not being called a MGTOW? Like not identifying it, since MGTOW in itself has become this amalgamation of basically trolls and women haters and people who believe that there is.
I would think he doesn't care.
A gynocracy.
A gynocracy. That's a word. Can you coin that one?
Gynocracy? I can't coin it because it's already been coined by people like Angry MGTOW and Sandman and people like that, and MGTOW Salvation.
Oh, the outsources for the betas that come into what is considered the club.
It may be the betas, but they're the ones that have the most pull. They're the ones that are getting the attention. Angry MGTOW, before he left YouTube, had, what, 200,000 subscribers?
That's nothing.
That's still something. That's 200,000 people that want to listen to what he has to say.
Yeah, no, well, again, most people, when they listen to him, they find out that he's pretty much preaching the same bullshit. And he's considered, like I told you before, Antoine, a starter. He's the appetizer.
Yes, but most people don't pass the appetizer.
And those people pretty much are always going to be angry.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying, do you have a problem with not being MGTOW?
Yeah, but the basis of the actual movement is we eventually go away.
So what's the angle?
The angle is?
The end goal.
Men just being men and, learning that not everything in society is rainbows and tulips and buttercups and whatever.
But
that's just a good lesson all around.
Yeah.
Who believes that anyway, though?
You can talk to pretty much everybody within the new millennium style of MGTOW. They believe that everything is supposed to be, they get the women, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah.
Now, what's that, the new millennium style?
It is. It's called social justice mixed in with a movement that had more or less about inner ideas, self-control, and philosophy than anything else.
Okay.
Would you ever consider sort of getting your other sort of MGTOW friends and breaking away from mainstream sort of MGTOW?
We have, because most of us go the fuck away.
Yeah, you need a different name then. You can't be called MGTOW. You call yourself Big Tow or something like go your own way.
Doesn't work that way. Doesn't work
that
way.
Dude, because like when you come on, right, I assume, MGTOW guy, he's an absolute sort of gay lunatic who just won't admit he's gay.
See,
and
you
then
automatically went into that stereotype. This is the biggest problem.
It has that label, yeah.
Like, let's go to feminism.
Yeah, exactly.
Not every feminist is an idiot.
Yep.
Yeah, well, the most insane
problem, but that's why more and more women are stopping considering themselves feminists, because of that negative annotation that's attached to it.
Yeah, but the problem with that one there, Antoine, the more and more that they try to pull away from the system, the more and more it's going to get crazier.
Why? Because the crazy ones go to the top?
Correct.
Yeah.
Again, like the ones that I've mentioned. Like the ones that I've mentioned, those are the ones that are the front runners. Those you said they're the appetizer.
They're the appetizer.
But that doesn't matter because they are the most vocal. They're the ones that people have a problem with. And then
there's people like myself and Turtling Monkey, Barbarossa.
You are the outlier. You are the outlier.
Of course, we're always going to be the outlier because of the fact that we're not what's considered on their camp true MGTOW.
That's why that guy was shitting on you in the chat.
Correct, because of the fact that there is a divide even within our own community. Hell, there's a divide in the PAUs.
There's a question from Kedand. Ask the question: what would his MGTOW world look like? What would change if they get what they desire?
Independence on both sexes.
So, an egalitarian society.
if you want to coin it, you can't be true. It can't be true egalitarianism because there's no such thing.
Yeah, it is true. I like the idea, but it doesn't work. Just like communism, it's a nice idea.
It's a nice idea, but in practicality, it won't work.
Numbskull asks, if there is a divide, are you still a community? I've had people tell me there's no such thing as a community. There are no pillars. There are no tenets of MGTOW. There are nothing. We just do our own thing.
Well, it could still be a community. Like it could still be a community, even if it doesn't have rules, right? It's just like a bunch of guys that kind of hate women to different degrees and have like different stuff. They all visit the same forums and shit like that. What? So is that traversable, guy? Is he still in the chat or is he gone?
Oh, I'm sure he's still in chat. He hasn't spoken or anything like that. His timeout should be up.
The fact of why would he want to speak to somebody who's considered an old school chat?
No, he doesn't want to come on because we don't have our cameras
of the
on.
fact that we were anonymous and dangerous. I get it.
Yes.
Oh,
A lot of bullshit.
Does he have a camera? When I saw just something.
What's really fucked up, guys, is this is my real face. You guys are rude.
It is. I've seen it. Like, he's missing teeth, though, so he added teeth to his profile picture. It's sad. He has a nice ass, though. He has a very nice ass.
he has. And he hasn't sent pictures yet. And that's the last thing I'm going to say because I have to go to bed so I can get up in the morning and not get paid.
All right, Lo-Fi. We'll talk to you later.
All right.
Yeah.
Good luck. Have fun.
Thank you.
See you later.
Bye, Lo-Fi.
Bye.
Bye.
There's a lot of ums and a lot of questions things thrown my way.
You've had quite a few questions thrown your way. You've gotten more than normal guests get.
Well.
It's just I don't understand why.
I have a question.
All right, go ahead.
How do you feel about the niggers?
What about them? I'm a half-breed. Well, more of a quarter breed. Your point is?
Yo, you a brother too?
Let's see. My great-great-grandfather came from Kenya along the African slave trade line. Our lineage, we were the slave traders. So
you must hate yourself.
Actually, no, I don't.
Nah, I was just joking.
But wait,
I
no,
think it's
you
kind of
can't
funny
say that
because we're the ones that actually proved the case that blacks actually did sell other blacks.
Oh well,
You
that
can't say
still
that because
happens.
that's racist. History is racist. You're not allowed to bring up the fact that black people actually.
I like how
black
I
people.
asked, "What do you think of the niggers?" And you guys really are
Yeah,
taking
well,
it on
it's
as
a
a real
serious
subject.
conversation.
Yeah, this is a very serious
Skeptical
conversation.
atheist troll. We didn't block traversing MGTOW. So he's the one that's a coward by not coming on after I offered him to come on multiple
I do have a fun
times.
question. I do have a fun question that might upset Roy or Day,
Okay.
or it might make us all chuckle. This is for Rogue. Okay, Rogue. I know you just hopped on the stream and you just met Day, but I would like
He's an asshole.
I would like to hear your analysis of Day, and do you think Day is toxic in your view?
I'm interested.
Is she
relationship
relationship material?
No.
Shut up. Just listen to my question. Yeah. Is she toxic? And then just from what you know of her right now.
Well, if she's the one that I've been looking at, no, she's not dating material.
Why not?
Well, one, you don't fit my quotas for the ticks in the box.
What are they?
Hey, boy.
I'm not going to tell you. It's my ticks in the box.
But I want to know.
Do
You're
women
on the
tell guys
stream.
what their ticks in the box are?
Yeah.
She wants to know the criticisms and the points. We want to learn about the
It's a live stream.
process.
It's not real life. It's not
Is
like we're
she-
like meeting each other.
We
Is
would
she
like
too
to learn about the
outspoken?
MGTOW process.
That's still kind of considered personal questions, my friends. When it
Is she
comes
too
to the
outspoken?
dating advice. Do I consider smoking? No.
Okay, it's vaping though. Date me.
Skeptical atheist. He didn't ask hard questions. He didn't ask anything. Shut up.
So your quick analysis, though, she would be someone to look out for because she might take advantage of you or just kind of not be good for your life.
Yeah,
Quick
dude.
analysis means that on my end, for me, she's not.
Give me
what I
some
would want.
advice, dude. Listen, I'm with this.
See, me and Roy, very nearly viral, the one who's talking, are dating.
I'm
we're
with
together.
this. Yeah, she's
Alright.
succubus hanging on my back at the moment. So you need to give me some advice. I need some help. What should I do? Pretend she's not here. No one. It's just me and you two.
Oh no, can't do that because
Why?
she's here. I know that she's here. Can't pretend.
But she's not. She's not.
No.
Hey, turn around. Duck behind. Duck
But
down.
I'll go pee. I really will go pee. I'm gonna go pee for real. I swear to God.
Well, what do you think? What give me a bit of advice.
Drop and run.
Drop him. Why?
She seems like a person who's all giggles to a certain point, but when serious issues come to head, I doubt that she's going to really forward on that.
You doubt that she's gonna what? Sorry.
Like I said before, I believe that she'll probably bail the moment you have some serious situations.
You think she'd bail?
Yep.
Okay. I mean, I guess like
I genuinely just wanted to hear this from you, not because I wanted like a reaction or something. This was interesting. That was an interesting question because I do want to hear your perspective on that, Rogue. It's kind of interesting.
I mean, see, the thing is, this is where it becomes pretty murky. Like, you would assume that from just meeting her, right? Like, well, you have done clearly. But like, I don't know. Like, I know her.
To be fair, I asked him the question based on what he's known so far, which is very little. But I did ask him to come to his analysis now.
That's true. Actually, that is true. I mean, would you like so if you were like meeting her, would you give her more of a chance until you actually got to know her, or would you cut out at like first meeting?
No, I'd give her more of an opportunity. Right now,
okay.
So far, it's very questionable.
All right, that makes sense.
Honestly, you just sound like it just sounds like I agree with you. You might be a little too harsh in some areas. Maybe we totally agree.
And that's the idea of the cynicalism within the MGTOW community.
Yeah,
we're supposed to be cynical.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I just go. The name's dumb. That's all. That's probably what we differ. The name's dumb.
It's something that we didn't coin ourselves. It was given to us.
Yeah, you don't have to accept every gift you're given. I don't know if you knew that. Didn't you learn that from your uncles?
But again, like I said before, we haven't found anything that actually is pretty good and precise. Of men just kind of learning their own shit and doing their own thing.
Oh, hi, Dave. He went.
I'm back. What'd you say about me?
He called you a bitch, a spazzy leg McGee.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said he could read your disability from miles away, dude.
And that he would stay as far away from you as possible.
Yeah, he said I've got a lot of piggybacks in my future.
Yeah.
And Lacey's impersonation of the way you walk is absolutely 100%.
That was my favorite. No, it kind of was somewhat.
It was mainly if we want to be honest, Dave, it was mainly the hair. I mean, whatever's going on with your hair, we don't want to catch it. That was his point.
Yeah.
She got lovely hair.
Roy's like, is this turning into a real roast of my girl?
I need to start standing up for her really quickly.
Yeah. Fucking, I'll kill you, mate. I don't know who I'm talking to. But no, so can I tell her what you said? Is that fine? Is that good?
I don't care. You can say whatever you want.
I just thought it might be because you waited till she left. But
I don't know. I could always watch the stream back. It's not that big of a mystery.
Yeah. Well, what Ollie said was like from like so far, like you'd be no good because maybe you're all left and giggles, but like as soon as we hit like rocky waters, you'd cut out on me.
Oh shit! That's not true.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like.
Yeah.
That's between us.
Yeah. I don't know. We've both been in really long-term relationships. Roy's long-term relationship was 11 years. Mine was 8 years. And we both have learned a lot from that. And I guess going forward, we're just like trying to communicate openly and honestly so nothing really builds up. Because I think that's a big problem in relationships. Like a lot of little things get under your skin and you don't voice them.
Most relationships usually go south because of money.
Because what?
Money.
Oh,
well, they're both poor as fuck.
Well, hold on. That's another good point that I think when it comes to the MGTOW thing, I have heard quite a bit of. Do you also have a view on relationships as far as like you're super realistic about like yes, money affects them. Yes, it has a lot to do with money. Yes, don't cry about that fact.
Yeah. Money.
Well, that's kind of what I was trying to get at before when I was saying like, are you okay with the idea of like providing for a woman? You know, I thought that might be like a bit of an alarm bell for you, like, oh, she just wants me for cash and it's women's nature type thing.
No, it generally is in some cases, not always. See, again, we come back down to that weird, not always dichotomy.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dave. What are you gonna say?
Again, I can't disagree that and again, it works for both genders, whoever the
No
fuck
shit.
you are.
That's the reason of
like,
why it's left the way it is.
Like, yeah, like what you're saying is like, it's okay and in fact realistic and in fact will help you survive in this world if you understand most of the people that you meet. Watch out, be skeptical, be on your toes. It's not going to be the majority. It's going to be the minority, a very few minority that are really selectable mates. Did I misphrase
It gets
you?
even smaller. You have maybe about 2% of selectable mates.
So,
That's still a pretty big
Outlaw
pool.
Bear Dog is in the chat, and she's getting angry because we're not paying attention to her. She says she hates women. I don't know.
That's a lie.
Yeah, I know that's a lie.
Yeah.
No, Outlaw hates women as friends. She wants them to shut the fuck up so she can pound them.
Oh, you got better that day. You're like,
But
you don't
what?
have women. You don't have female friends.
I don't. It's a problem. I want one. Just don't
That's the
like them
problem
all.
right there with me.
MGTOW.
With some girls, they can't really adopt friendship because they're catty. They always
Well, the
have
thing
an
is,
insight to
I get
themselves.
scared when I like a girl. Like, I'm fine with making friends, but whenever it's a girl, I get all fucking retarded and I don't know what to do. And I'm like, oh my God, can I be your friend? I like you. But then, like, it's such high stakes that I usually end up just, like, leaving them alone and then they forget who I am or something.
All right, we have a question in chat for you, Rogue.
Oh boy.
So the problem isn't women, but the laws, like no-fault divorce, allowing women to act on their hypergamy.
Correct.
So weird. What should be done to make MGTOW men consider marriage again?
You want the honest truth? Let's go for it. All right. Scrap the law system as it is. Put it across the entire board for everybody. Equal punishment for the same amount of crime.
What do you mean?
All right, so if a woman murders, she'll actually get less
20%.
time than a man who murders.
On average,
That has
it's
nothing
20%.
to do with marriage.
20% less. They're asking about
If a woman gets into marriage, she has a higher possibility of walking away with children and the entire dowry that was come in. So if she brought in nothing, she walks away with not only half but more.
But that's what prenups are for. So there's already a clause in place.
Prenups do not work in any country.
What do you mean?
They're legally binding contracts.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. They're drawn up by lawyers.
No, they're not, because there's been several prenups that have been overturned based on the factor that they fail to cover certain areas.
Yeah.
For example, children.
A few doesn't mean all.
Well, again,
no, a few does not mean all.
A few dozen, unfortunately, those few dozen sets a precedence.
Well, the thing is that the prenups usually bring into account like the wealth each partner came in with and then what they earn while they're together as a relationship, but it doesn't account for unborn children. No. So I do agree with you that like the child laws
and wealth
favor
is
the
also
mother.
not always included into said prenup because of the fact
exactly because they don't
if
exist.
You walk away with more of something, the way the court system is set up currently, women are going to walk away with more out of the deal than the men. It's very rare that the man actually walks with a better deal than what he got into.
Yeah, because usually women don't earn as much as the men do. So typically it is the flip side.
Well, again, that earning ratio is on them for the most part. They have the potential to earn the same amount as men.
Yeah, I don't understand them laws, man.
So you're being called a non-coherent MGTOW, just to let you know, Rogue.
Okay.
So
I do agree with you that the laws of child custody after the fact are highly skewed in women's favor, and I don't agree with that. But I don't think that really is a thing that the philosophy of MGTOW is like. That's more of an MRA thing.
Correct. We don't really focus on that one. We just kind of go, this is the actual stats. Here's the information. Do it as you will.
Okay.
Whereas MRAs are trying to fight the situation, which is going to be an uphill battle. I wish them the best on that one. They've only
Yeah.
been doing it for about 100 years and achieved nothing. Where MGTOWs, on the other hand, have done something completely different, which was nothing, and we've achieved more.
What have
and
you
more
achieved,
men, or
though?
more and more people actually going in our direction.
Yeah, but what's that achieve?
That achieves that we're taking ourselves out of the basis of society. Society is crumbling around us.
So it's just a different way of thinking, really.
And as long as we keep on the same course, society will have to adjust.
It's such a small subsect, though. Like, how is that gonna actually?
Well, it's actually destroying Japan.
Well, yeah.
The grass eaters have pretty much turned away from anything women, and have pretty much gone more inclusive or reclusive.
Yeah.
And
but is that benefiting society or worsening it?
It's worsening it. It's going to worsen it before it betters it.
How's it going to better it in the future?
Because eventually what's going to happen is the lawmakers are after going to sit down and kind of really think on what laws are causing a discrepancy in certain situations when it comes down to the gender.
What do you think it is?
Or they're just going to wait until it gets too bad and there's nothing we can do about it, and then society dies.
Yeah, well, that's one.
What do you think the laws in Japan are that are making a lot of men turn to MGTOW?
Well, let's see here. They've become more feminist than anything else. They're actually pushing the Me Too movement to a higher level.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Oh yeah. This whole feminist thing is dialed up to 11 in Japan. So much so that a woman in her late 60s is committing crimes simply because of the factor that she's trying to be incarcerated and stay as long time in period in prison so that the government will support her because she's, lost any connection with her man or any potential earnings.
You don't hear any of this in the media.
That's because of the fact that the media is left-wing. They only care about one thing.
The media is controlled by female Jews.
I don't care whether it's controlled by Jews, blacks, or aliens.
You say this. You say this feminist thing has swept over in Japan like crazy.
No, MGTOW has swept it over,
but in response to feminists.
Right.
Oh, because I never got that sense. From Japan at all.
That's because you really don't take the time to read their media. Read their media.
Oh no, I don't. No, I do not read a lot of media. No.
But the media isn't. If this is true, and I'm gonna just say for the benefit of the doubt that it is, I haven't heard of it because it's not mainstream.
Go over
media.
We cover some of Japan in the TRPC, which is Red Pill Compendium, where we actually cover a lot of the red pill circles. And we actually did cover an article based off that scenario I just told you earlier, which is
So what laws do they want to change though in Japan?
Well, the idea is they in this case here's one kind of weird.
More honor.
Well, they want more women in political areas as well as in certain sporting arenas such as sumo wrestling. There's actually a feminist who's also a mayor who is in a campaign right now to change the rules of traditional sumo wrestling to include women to wrestle.
So they wrestle with their tits out?
I want to see this. No, I don't want to see this, actually. I thought about it twice. My bad, guys.
No, they can't wrestle with the tits out. They need to put a hammock around it or something.
They have the little diaper and then...
Oh, no. They also want to do the topless thing as well.
Oh, they do?
It doesn't matter if you're that fat, to be fair. They all...
Well, like, the reason why I say I don't get that sense from Japan is still to this day, they very much embrace the objectification of not just women, but anything, but like they're very, very happy about the objectification of women, of big tits, things like that in their media. And so you don't get that sense of...
That's entertainment media. That's not the political spectrum that you face.
Well, isn't that one of the first things to go?
Entertainment media is entertainment media in Japan is way different than the actual political sphere.
How fucking backwards is that? That's weird because our first thing to go was that. Wouldn't you think?
No. See, that's where the Western Front gets it confused when it comes down to the Asian Front. Entertainment is
do you
just that,
think their media?
entertainment.
Do you think their media and entertainment is the next thing to go? Because how could you like over here you have people whining and crying about something, hashtagging about something, and then suddenly there's less cleavage on a character. Over in Japan, you're telling me that doesn't happen, or are you saying that the entertainment media just doesn't listen to those people? They don't give in.
The entertainment media doesn't listen to them because they just do what they do. They're Japanese.
Okay, so going back to the original question,
Doesn't that
because it
seem like a
wasn't answered
culture
yet.
clash? I don't know.
You can call it a culture class, but it is just how they treat.
No, you just said
society.
that you just said that they're Japanese, so they're not going to give in. But then you also said the Japanese are turning
The
into
Japanese politics are giving in, while the Japanese entertainment isn't. That's two separate entities.
So
Two
the
separate
Japanese
worlds.
politics. So the people that are the
If
Japanese
you go into
the Japanese hold on the
Japanese gaming,
Japanese
it's a whole
politicians. The
Yeah,
Japanese
but Japanese
politicians
gaming is a
aren't
whole
being.
different group altogether.
I know the Japanese politicians, by your definition, then aren't being Japanese, but the entertainment media are being Japanese.
Correct.
Okay.
All right, so going back to the original question, what should be done to make MGTOW men consider marriage again?
What could be done? Absolutely nothing, like I told you before. You have to pretty much eliminate the laws that we have currently and start from scratch.
I mean, I don't particularly like. I don't know. I've never been big on marriage. I'm not like it's never been that important to me, I guess.
Well, that could be a deal breaker for any women that you want to get into because of the fact that a good core of them would like to be married or at least have kids.
I think, I mean, I guess I don't know.
No,
Roy.
It's very rare to have a woman who's not interested in having children.
See, well, I guess that might be true. I don't know. I flip flop on marriage. What do you think about marriage, Dave?
Oh, I was against it. I'm not so sure now, but I was against
there
it.
you
for
go.
long distance. But that's the thing, though. I start out
As
like
women start getting older, their biological clock ticks in and becomes a bit more louder than it did before. So by the time they get to 35, they believe or they've been sold the idea that they can have it all. Unfortunately, it doesn't always work out in their favor.
no, it never works out
Because
for
it's higher risk
everybody.
when you get down to when you get down to it. You'd want to start out very young.
Yeah, I'm almost 35. I'm gonna be 35 in August, and I also have several medical issues that make child rearing or bearing rather really hard. So I don't know. I want one. I want one kid.
Even if that one might kill you.
It might kill me.
Yes, if it might kill you.
That's a thing. You never know until it's
Or it could be
fucking
born
killed
with
you.
boobs.
It'll be fine. I'll squeeze one out of you. You'll be all right.
That's the thing. Like, even if it kills me, you never know until it kills you.
Don't you dare die. That'd be ridiculous. If you just die and leave me with a kid, that'd be terrible.
that'd fucking suck.
Dude, Roy, that's the perfect situation because then you get pity poon for the rest of your life.
So, okay, so ZZA in the chat, ZZA in the chat says the problem is feminism, not MGTOW, or at least not MGTOW like the guest. So,
is that a question or a statement?
No, that was a comment.
As far as marriage goes, I'm gonna. When I was little, I was raised by my mom, who was a single mother, and I remember being on her bed vividly when I was like 8 years old or whatever. My mom was putting on makeup. It was before school, and she was like, "I want to get married." And I just remember being baffled by that statement when I was 8 because I was like, to fucking who? Like, she wasn't dating anybody. She just wanted to get married. And I just remember thinking that's such a bizarre thing to me. If you don't have a specific person you want to get married to, you just want to get married to feel fulfilled or something.
Do you think that's like a legitimate difference between like some women and some men? Like women want marriage more?
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Women always want marriage more over
I think
men.
some
Men
women
are unfortunately, in some cases, political. They go into multiple different relationships.
See, I wouldn't think it would be that political. I would see it more as like they want some sort of proof, like that you're committed.
Well, my mom just wanted to be married.
It becomes kind of different because polyamorous, which is a growing society within itself, is actually following the old rules of religion in that, where men were able to have multiple wives.
Well, usually
Yeah,
in the case
I
of
just see this as
polyamory
being-
today, it's usually women getting the better end of the stick and the men getting the short end.
Yeah.
Actually, men
I
actually,
just see this.
here's the weird thing with it. Though the women are getting the better end in the deal to a degree, the men are actually procreating, which is what they want.
Yeah, but they're...
I just see this, guys, as like being more realistic and competent about what genders are capable of. You know, being more skeptical to a healthy degree, things like that. Not lying to yourself, not lying to other partners of yours, and finding honest relationships, or at least what relationships are supposed to
how
be.
many people...
And at the end of the day, like, it's still, the name's gay. The name's gay. It's just dumb. It's just like, be more realistic, help people out. You don't need a fucking name for that. It's just gay. It's just like, I've talked to sensible feminists before, where I'm like, wow, you're sensible. The name's gay. The name's gay. Just be more sensible.
Yeah.
Well,
Like, my dad, when I first started dating Roy, was like, oh, this guy, because he's from Britain and I'm from America, he was like, oh, you know guys, they're just in it for one thing. And I had to be like, fuck off, Dad. You obviously don't know me. Like, because I didn't know my dad. But anyway, I was like, you obviously don't know me as a person if you think I'm going to get stuck with a person like that. I know those types. I don't fall for them. Like, there's types of each gender. There's women who are meat grubbers.
I would say that kind of ego right there, Day, is probably what someone like Rogue is saying. Drop that, and just let's stop lying about that, and knock it off. You're susceptible to the kind of guy that you just said you're not going to get hitched up with. You are susceptible to it, and wake
but
up
you
to
say
that.
you say
that you're
never, but
susceptible.
eventually it could happen. See, that's the
No.
problem. Never say never. You always have to take those possibilities.
So you're going to end up with a gold digger eventually, even though you're so skeptical of that specific type of woman. You're going to one day end up with a gold digger. Don't say never.
That's correct. I know. That's correct. That's the possibility.
Really? You would think that you would be smarter than to end up with a gold digger if your whole thing is foresight.
No, Day, he's just saying like it's sort of a drop of an ego in a way. So to be more protective of yourself, admit that you're susceptible to that. Don't act like you're not.
I like what Nathaniel Hunt said in the chat. Solution for both genders. Pornhub. I agree.
I mean,
I
again,
don't think the Canadian Rogue would end up with a gold digger if his whole motto is to weed out gold diggers. I don't think he would.
Here's the weird thing. I've actually attracted one. It's very rare. They come off as not that type, and then over time, they actually show their true card. Gold diggers don't just automatically go, I'm going to rape you over the coals and take everything you got. No, they're going to do it slowly.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I guess I can't say I'm not completely susceptible, but like I just haven't been ever yet.
Well, again, abusive situations don't just happen overnight. It takes time.
Yeah.
And then you compromise on certain situations. And then by the time you realize it, you're almost an each from your own life.
It's like it's like getting rid of that knee-jerk reaction that people have of, let's say, if you admitted to Roy that I'm with you, but at any time you could be that guy, and I could be susceptible to it, and I could be getting tricked, and this is still a process. A lot of us have a knee-jerk reaction. Our egos get entangled, and we go, oh, you'd think that of me? Well, yes, because people are capable of that.
Could you do me a favor and stop blowing my entire plan?
Sorry. No, I gotta be honest. Like, I gotta, again, this is why I'm like, I just think the MGTOW name is silly, but I'm not going to lie and be like, I don't agree with him. No, that's a good point.
No, I actually agree with that too.
I think it was MGTOWs existed way before the actual title.
Yeah.
Well, if you can still be coaxed and tricked into sort of getting with a gold digger, what's even the point of being MGTOW? Yeah. Doesn't work.
Well, again, it is movement for the most part. There's a little bit of philosophy that comes into it, which is another aspect of it. And
what's the philosophy part?
Well, the philosophy part is to understand the gender roles, if you want to call that. and know that there's nothing that you can do to change these particular situations. Women are always going to do what women do best. Men are always going to do what men do best. There's always going to be changes in technology, which will probably give them a little bit of an edge either way. But women will always strive for one particular thing, and men will strive for another particular thing.
And what is
One of
that?
those
Fucking a
things.
robot.
You gonna bug her off? Oh.
No, I just I'm gonna end up fucking a robot most likely, unless Opal comes through. I don't know.
No, you never know what's going to happen.
Please, Opal,
'cause-
come through. Please,
Don't
I want to
expect
report
her
on
to
that
make
after
you
the
a
blow up.
sandwich.
God damn it! No, fuck off. You're just mad because I won't hate fuck you anymore.
Nope, I'm not mad about that at all. Fuck Opal. Do it.
Slut.
I'll pull her over in a wheel cart if I have to. That's what I can afford.
Don't do that.
So what are those different things that men and women want?
Well, majority of it, women want to have a little bit of stability when it comes down to resources and whatnot. Men
Sure.
want their own stability when it comes down to procreation. The two of them are not the same,
What do you
but
mean
they actually
stability
kind of
when
work
it
off
comes
each
to
other.
procreation? You mean just like spreading their seed everywhere with a bunch of different women?
That is one way.
Is that the only way, or is that just one way?
It's not the only way currently because of medical advancement. There's
Robot wombs.
Yeah.
That is coming, unfortunately. That is
Yeah.
coming. Some MGTOWs are really stoked on the idea, and some feminists are really cringy on the idea because they believe that it's going to take away from the worth of women.
Well, that kind of inherently is anti-feminist, you would think, because that means
I don't know, because this would actually give women who are incapable of procreating in the natural way the ability to procreate.
Oh, you could put your eggs and shit and then some sperm in a robot.
Yeah. In vitro and
Pretty
fertility,
cool.
so these
again, that's
technology
not all the
works
value of women.
in benefit
Yeah, I
of
also
humanity. The
find it
problem
funny.
is that when you get into the political sphere, then that becomes, well, my camp is going to get more over your camp, and this is going to be detrimental towards us because reasons or whatever situation that the feminist plight is, especially what is considered the fourth wave feminism now.
Oh Jesus! I just find it funny how like stupid ass progressives will shame the fuck out of fleshlights, out of these fucking realistic dolls and shit that guys can fuck, and yet for decades and decades and decades and decades and decades, women have had a tool to shove up their vagina and never need a man when it comes to sexual pleasure. And it's like, well, men can't have that.
No, they're not supposed to because of the fact that they're not allowed to pleasure themselves. They're not allowed to do anything outside of the scope of the woman. The woman is always going to be the first thing, the forefront, and always has to be the first and forefront. So this is another problem with the political sphere. In order for us to go forward, we unfortunately will have to go backwards a little bit and eliminate a few things.
Like dildos.
I don't know, guys.
No,
I don't
actually-
know, man. I'm thinking it's like, okay, Rogue, sign me up. I'm a MGTOW, guys. Let's do this.
I
I'm
found
gonna,
it
like,
hilarious.
when do we
Classical
start
MGTOW.
killing women? When do we start murdering them?
You
don't.
really don't have to because they're going to do it themselves because the
Okay,
current
good.
wave. The current wave of feminism is actually bringing in a very patriarchal system known as the Muslim man. And the Muslim man will actually do that for them.
So, a quick question: do you like women, or do you generally not like them?
I can't say I don't like them, but I can't say I like them. I'm kind of on the fence with certain types.
So, do you? The majority of women, could you be friends with a woman?
I've got a few who are friends, and they know my situation, and they understand that there's a checklist that they're never going to truly, not all of them will be able to fulfill.
Yeah, but they're not going to date you, though. They're just your friends.
That's another weird thing right there because men who are in friendship with women usually eventually want to date them.
Yeah.
See, that's another kind of stereotype that happens within a situation. Or what will also happen is women, and this is rare, who are friends with a guy will turn around and try to date them.
Yeah.
But it's more rare on the women to do that than it is for the men.
All my male friends have at some point wanted to date me. And I've either, like, my best friend is actually my ex from like 13 years ago.
So basically, he dated you before you had to go back to friends.
Yep. We started out dating, and then we dated for 1 year.
Roy,
and I've been friends for 13.
Roy exposed me earlier in the chat. I was just sending you the link to date you, Day.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What?
I remember.
What?
I was just saying that Zell wants to have sex with you because he sent you a link and not me.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Trying to date me, bro?
Take me, bro.
No, that's fine because I'll end up trying to date Roy and his beard.
So all your female friends, Rogue, do you want to date them or are they just friends?
They're just friends, and they always will be friends.
So that's fine then.
It's not a hash. It's a hashtag. Not all though, lady.
Well, he just said it
No, in this
when
case,
I brought it up.
They're never really going to progress any further than that.
Are you single?
Currently, yes.
Yeah.
What was the longest relationship you've been in?
6 years.
Okay, how was that?
Boring as fuck.
Is it because she wasn't a gold digger? I'm assuming. It was just a normal relationship.
The one that was actually 2 weeks.
Yeah. So it's just normal relationship shit that bored you.
Yes. Eventually, what happens is they start using it as a psychological advice for the most part. It's really nice to be asked a lot of different questions, but if you're not going to follow through on certain set advice or go into a complete argument or diatribe based off of whatever the topic is, that, hey, I'm not listening, or no, you're not listening to me, blah, blah, blah. You eventually get into this kind of continuous circle, and whether it doesn't matter what you do or what they do, it just eventually will just unravel.
So, Rogue, let me ask you, would you be willing to talk to a very feisty, angry lesbian who thinks that your movement's all homo and gay and stuff?
Oh, I have. I'm not bashful on it. Seriously.
No, I mean, would you be willing to right now?
Again, are you offering it to me?
He's thinking about bringing Outlaw onto the...
Yeah.
I really don't care. Bring them in.
Okay, I'll send the link.
Yay, Outlaw. She said she'd be my friend, but it's probably
Opal said she'd be your friend too.
Well, I'm Opal's friend. I have her fucking mug. What more does she want from me?
More money?
Actual friendship. Yeah. So, Rogue, would you ever have sex with a guy?
I'm bisexual. You tell me.
Oh, okay. Nice. You got options. So why don't you just cut the women out then and just fuck dudes?
Not interested.
Are you interested in me?
Haven't met you personally, so no.
But
what
look at him.
Is it because I'm British? Is it because I'm British? Are you some sort of fucking
I thought you were African. Make up your mind.
I'm African American British. Everyone knows that about me.
Oh boy, this might consist of a lot of yelling, but you know.
Oh god. Okay. So, well, yeah. Honestly, though, why don't you decide to cut women out and just go for men? Then wouldn't that be a bit easier and sort of less complicated and safe?
No, it actually makes the situation.
You know, there is a theory
because
there is a theory about that, about a lot of guys going gay because of that. Because it's just too hard. Because it's just too hard to.
Do you realize that the idea is that a gay male is no more than a straight female, whereas a lesbian is no more or less a masculine male. They have those tendencies.
Well, I can still kick your fucking ass, faggot.
Okay, all right. So we have Outlaw here. Let's let Outlaw do her back and forth. So
no, seriously, MGTOW sounds so gay. Like, you only enjoy the company of men. It sounds so fucking gay. Like Sparta gay.
No,
yeah,
he's different.
but you're just as gay because you only enjoy the company of women.
No, actually, all my friends are men, and my wife is chained to the stove. So technically, I am MGTOW. But no, seriously, it really sounds really like latent repressed homosexuality that you just don't want to
That's what you women would tell us men. You don't want us going our own way, so you shame us with gayness.
That's not being shameful. I'm gay. It's tough to shame. I don't know. I don't like faggots either, but I'm just saying that MGTOW sounds so gay.
The angry feminist, lesbian, always, never the same. Never, don't ever change.
I mean, if I wanted your opinion, I'd fuck it out of your mouth. However, the feminist lesbian isn't exactly feminist. I'm pretty fucking based, but when it comes to this, it sounds pretty fucking gay.
Well, he is kind of gay.
I mean, I'm sorry. It sounds like repressed homosexuality all day long. I really like the company of men because women won't touch me, or a woman touched me in a bad fucking way. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like you're whining and pissing and moaning about bullshit. That's what it sounds like to me.
He did the boy.
And that's why women, such as myself, have to take up the slack for you men that don't do shit, but sit on your ass and piss and moan that women aren't, sucking your cock well enough. That's what it sounds like to me. Am I in the ballpark?
No, you're far from the ballpark. But you're
Are
in
you
the
sure?
ballpark for another group of individuals.
I mean, I've been in a marriage for 15 years and I'm all right. I mean, nothing bad has happened to me yet. I mean, my gold digger fucking girlfriend or wife, girlfriend, whatever. Hey, make me some chunky soup! Keep that skull, baby!
Like Progresso's chunky soup?
Hell yeah, some Progresso's chunky soup.
Oh, God.
The beef stew kind. No, but seriously, this really does sound homosexual. It's okay to be gay.
Well, he is.
You can enjoy men, like being around men and, touching dangers. Isn't that what gay men do? Zell? Dangers? Touching dangers? Tips?
Yeah, that's what they do.
So, like...
Don't bring me into this. I brought you in to yell at him.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I mean, men want to go their own way. That's cool. That's great. Like, more women for me.
He agreed. He knew what he was getting into, an angry lesbian. I will be quiet now.
I'm not an angry lesbian. I just think it's an
You're not an angry lesbian.
No, I'm not. No.
See, in order to pretty much quell an angry lesbian, you just let them rant, and eventually they'll just shut up.
Your mom must have touched you in a bad place, didn't she?
Okay. No, that's not what this is turning into. So,
it doesn't sound gay to you? That doesn't sound gay?
Yeah, blood spots.
I need to be around men really bad. Women are just terrible fucking creatures. I never want to be with a woman. I never want to marry a woman. I just want to be in the company of men. That sounds gay.
You're conflating a lot of different situations. Did I say that?
No, it just sounds gay.
No, I'm just asking, did I say that?
I don't know. You did say that you didn't want to ever marry a girl, right? I don't remember. I'm high, so I really don't care.
You're just automatically throwing on stereotypes, so you didn't bother to pay attention.
Oh, the angry lesbian isn't a fucking stereotype, is it there, jackass? Come on.
That's because you're proving the stereotype right now.
So are you.
How?
That's blatantly homosexual. Did I not say to make some chunky fucking soup?
Anywho.
Okay, Outlaw, are you going to continue, or are you going to actually be serious?
Oh no, I've been serious. What are you talking about?
Somebody in my DM said, "This is sad. MGTOWs are faggots, but Bear Dog is AIDS. This is sad because the Canuck is a soy boy."
I'm AIDS. That's cool.
I don't eat anything soy.
All right, before this devolves anymore, we're going to end it here.
No.
Why do you always shut shit down when people start yelling and it gets interesting?
Because we've been on for almost 2.5 hours.
You son of a bitch.
That's just when it gets good.
I'm not even mad.
All right, thanks BBC. Let's lock it down.
Exactly. So, I would like to thank our guest, Day and Roy, as well as the Canadian Rogue. Thank you, Outlaw, for joining.
Yeah.
And Opal was here as well.
Yeah.
My name, of course, is Antoine. This has been the Proper Villains Live.
Excuse me, don't you want to say thank you, Zell? So much, Zell. Thank you.
Moon Cricket Squad.
Oh, and also, I'm just getting started now that I finally got drunk. I'm going to live stream on my channel, Day is Dead.
Fuck yeah, Day.
Coming on.
Shut up.
I want a link.
Right now.
You better give me a link, you bitch, or I'll put you in your place because I'm MGTOW now.
Fine.
I was going to ask if the remaining villains have anything final to say.
Opal just joined.
God damn it. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down.
All right, fine. Final words.
No final words. Opal's on.
Traversable MGTOW, I asked you to come on more than once. You chose not to. Stop being a little bitch. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.